All right, cool. All right, guys, we're gonna start. I think everything's sorted for now. Um, do you not want me to run like little quiet background music or no? Should I just leave it? Yeah, let's just leave it for now. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. We're gonna start, yo, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's your boy Shako Plays. We're gonna. This is the first little podcast I'm doing. It hasn't got a name at the moment, so it's called No Name Podcast. We got, obviously, as you lot can see, we got King J in the building. Obviously, he's playing some ranked in it, so if he looks distracted, you know, you're trying to focus. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we got Jay. Jay, say hi, introduce yourself, whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy King J, content creator, streamer, all of that good stuff. You know what it is already.
There you go.
Here to do this podcast, bro.
And come on, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna obviously do this podcast. Just to let you not know, I'm gonna be trying to do these semi regularly anyway. And they won't always be necessarily game related or Tekken related as well. It could be like real life stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's everything in it. So it's not just, you know what I'm saying, gaming related necessarily. But today, as you lot can see in the title, we're just gonna quickly obviously discuss like the future of Tekken. You know, what to expect from the next Tekken installment that's probably gonna come out. You know, talk about the balance patch, that they're releasing on the 17th as well. And yeah, guys. So without further ado, I'm not gonna waste too much time. Let's get into it. So obviously, Evo was the other weekend. I'm sure most of you in here, if not all of you, watched it as well. Obviously, congratulations to Nee for winning the whole thing. Absolutely, he had like an amazing run as well. I think he lost one game out of the whole tournament. I legit think it was one game. Like, it's a bit mad. Like, one game, bro. Like, it was a bit crazy still. But yeah, man. Obviously, congrats to Nee on the win as well. Yeah, obviously, anyone who was watching Evo as well. Obviously, at the end, you saw that they did like a quick announcement. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, no, Jay. What was your opinions on what they actually announced? Like was it what you expected? Was it less than your expectations? Like what was your expectations with that?
Definitely think it's a new game.
No, but like the actual announcement itself, was you expecting more or less? Like, what was your kind of?
To be fair, I felt like I went in with no expectations because it's fighting games. I feel like they're not really bringing out stuff that are exciting anymore. Like, all right, we're getting another season. All right, cool, it's good. But I think seeing that render of Kazuya at the end was like, whoa, all right, cool, we're getting something in the works.
No, I appreciate it.
What I mean?
Yeah. I shout out to Bao for the sub as well. Appreciate it, my bro. Yeah, no, you know what? I'll be honest. I was kind of expecting a little bit more. I mean, I was expecting them to actually fully like announce that it's Tekken 8. That's what I was expecting in it. I wasn't expecting like a mad trailer, but I was expecting them just to say, look, it's Tekken 8, we're working on it. And then obviously later on, obviously like I'd probably at the end of Tekken World Tour then do like a full trailer with like a release day in it. But obviously they showed like a little teaser of like Kazuya and like high res, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? They didn't confirm it's Tekken 8. Everyone's obviously speculating it's Tekken 8, so we don't actually know. So yeah, I was expecting also some sort of balance patch. So obviously I was correct on there. But anyway, speaking of the balance patch, let's just get straight into it because yeah, the trailer had a lot of what's the word? Interesting views when people first watched it, including me. So yeah, the first thing that they showed was obviously they obviously did balance adjustments, as they called it. And some of the things, obviously, a lot of the things they showed were a lot of counter hits that certain characters were getting, and certain people were very concerned with the stuff. So I think the first clip they showed was Lars's back 1+2 being a counter hit launcher now, which I think is really interesting. Really interesting. Obviously, as a Lars main, as most of you like might know, to be honest, that move's not really used much. I think it's quite pointless as it is now. But making a counter hit launcher is very interesting. But in my opinion, if they're gonna make it a counter hit launcher, they have to change the frames on that, because like as it is, like it's only -11 and it's got high crushing in it. So if they don't touch the frames of that move's gonna be busted. Like, honestly. But yeah, and obviously we saw like, I think it was, who was next? I think it was Anna has like a natural hit launcher from a string.
De-
Miguel's got yeah. Go on, Jay. What was you gonna say?
They're definitely gonna make that like more minus though. The Anna's one.
Well, this is the thing. So obviously, when everyone watched it at first, obviously everyone's kind of reacting in like, let's just say a quote negative way, because obviously everyone's looking at it as how the movie is now, innit? Now, personally, obviously, and I reacted the same way, but obviously, when I was actually thinking about it more, I was thinking, no, they're gonna obviously adjust the moves, frames, and stuff like that to obviously balance it out, innit? That's just what I think, because I don't think they're just gonna leave it as it is and it does all that. I think that's a bit crazy, like, you know what I mean? And what else is there? There was, I think Josie has a knockdown now, a knockdown count hit knee. Yoshi has some crazy hit launcher. But Jay, what did you think of like what they showed anyway? Obviously, it's not everything, but what did you think of what they showed? What was your first reactions on it?
I think it's wild, to be honest. I think it's very, very wild. We don't need more counters in the game.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, I mean, to be fair, they again, like we said, we don't actually know all the changes they've done. They might have nerfed a lot of characters and obviously buffed a lot of characters and everything. But obviously, we're just going from what they've showed in it, and they just showed buffs for the most part. So we don't know what kind of. So obviously, I'm maybe being a bit optimistic, but we actually don't know what kind of changes they made in it. But from first appearance, trust me, a lot of people on Twitter were not happy, bro. Like, they were not happy, fam. Some of the reactions were crazy, honestly.
Do you know what I think though as well? Like this patch took a whole year in it, so I don't feel like it's gonna be a minor change. I think it's gonna be like a big change.
Yeah, because
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, because I think you know what's funny, you mentioned that as well. Cause I think I remember like obviously during the whole COVID thing. Because I remember they was meant to release Season 4 ages ago, but obviously because of the whole COVID thing, it got delayed, innit? So we don't actually know how long they've probably been working on this patch or whenever, innit, to be fair. So yeah, but again, let's get to the juicy stuff. It's this new wall mechanic. Whew, wait, bro. When I saw, no, actually, Jay, let me ask you, yeah. What was your first opinions of the new wall mechanic?
I don't think we need another mechanic. That's like my first initial. I don't think like having another mechanic in the game is gonna make it like have some life. Like that was my initial thing. I was like, bro, like I see a lot of people like talking, saying, oh yeah, this was in Dead or Alive. It was in Virtual Fighter. It was in these games. I get it, but like it's just one of them ones. I don't really care about it like that. I was like, bro, it is what it is, isn't it? But I just hope it's not guaranteed damage after. This
is what I'm gonna actually touch on, yeah, because from the trailer. So if you watch the trailer, obviously, I think Dan will link the trailer in the chat. If you don't want to watch the trailer, but in the trailer now, what they showed it from first appearance, it looked like it was giving guaranteed damage. Now, I'm not gonna lie, if they make it guaranteed damage, the game's going to be beyond busted. Because I think the clip that scared me the most was Lydia's political storm into the wall bounce into Hellshoot. Like, what is that? Like, what is that? That's crazy. So a lot of people were concerned about the new wall mechanic.
Yeah, like how did they buff one of the moves that people talk about that needs to be buffed?
Imagine. So like, and this is what I was thinking. So me personally, I was concerned. I was very concerned. And it's crazy because now they're like, what? We've got wall bounce, and now we have this other new mechanic.
What if that is the wall bounce of Tekken 7?
Or you think they just got rid of wall bounce and added that?
Yeah, what if that's the new wall bounce?
I don't think they will just remove an old mechanic like that, though. That's a bit brazy. Like, imagine having a mechanic and then just remove the mechanic in the middle of the game. Like, it's not even a new game. It's just in the middle of the game, you just remove the mechanic.
It said new tactics, though.
Yeah, but it didn't say replacing tactics, though.
Didn't need to say replace. It said new. That's good enough for me.
Yeah, to be fair, though, I think... Because I was actually thinking about this. I think it's going to be a thing where you can either do a wall bounce or the new wall mechanic. I don't think you can do both. I think they're going to make it so you can only do one or the other. I think that's how they're going to have to balance that out. What is going on in chat? Why are man getting removed?
She did forward 2 splat. I swear. No, she done hell sweep.
No, it was hell sweep. She did the hell sweep. She did hell sweep in the trailer. Man, she did the hell sweep. But yeah, I personally think like I don't think you're gonna be able to get wall bounce and that mechanic because that just sounds beyond broken. But from what I saw, it looked like a lot of knockdown moves were given that wall mechanic. So I feel like it's only gonna be obviously specific moves. From what obviously what I've seen anyway. But yeah, I mean it looks cool, but I'm just concerned on balancing. To be honest with you, that's my main concern on the new wall mechanic. Like what do you obviously yeah, well, go on, Jay. I was gonna ask you what do you.
I just think this game is just going through like a crazy stage where it's like it's becoming not Tekken anymore.
What do you elaborate on that? What do you mean like it's not becoming Tekken anymore?
Like it's not poking. Like people can just throw out moves just to get counter hits now. It's like you're guessing for your life.
See,
like
and,
it's
yeah.
Good. It's not good. Like all they sound like to me is that they made all the redundant moves that are not good in this current season. They just made it like better. That's all they say. That's all that they did.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying because obviously from first glance, that's what you're thinking. Like
Yeah.
what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Again, like I said, we haven't seen everything. We haven't got like the patch notes or anything. So I'm hoping they've obviously like severely like adjusted the moves. Like in my opinion, Political Storm, they must have made it like so either you only get the full thing on counter hit or like it's way more minus on the subsequent hits now or something for it to be able to do that wall bounce mechanic. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's no way they've kept it how it is now and just added that because that's not balancing to me. That's just I don't even know what that is. Like I don't even know what that is. But
Well, to be honest, like I'm not really excited for it because they've only shown me, there's a new mechanic where they fall down. It's like, okay, like, what is the point? What is the point? Like, bro, what are we doing here? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, balance the game. Like, the counter hits as stupid as it is in this season. Now we've got even more stuff, bro. It's a long day, man.
Nah, you know what it is. The only hope I'm gonna say is that they've probably nerfed a lot of things. What? That's the only like. Obviously, I'm just trying to look at it positively, innit? I'm assuming they've probably nerfed a lot of things. They probably reviewed.
No, they ain't
you don't think?
Nothing.
You think? You don't think?
Oh, bro, Political Storm does wall damage now. What is that?
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. They must have. There's no way they've kept it. It's impossible. I refuse to believe. I personally refuse. There's no way you call this a balance update. And you don't balance, and you just no. It doesn't even make sense.
Fam, you think they really balanced it? You're crazy, fam.
I'm hoping they did. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. You know what I'm saying?
Hope is good.
I'm hoping. You know what I mean? I think one of the most concerning things is that this patch comes out 2 days before VSF, which I think that was a bit mad. Like how early they're gonna release the patch.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, the game doesn't feel like Tekken anymore, bro. Like, I don't even really like. I'll be honest with you. If you wanted to know the truth, I don't really like look at this game and think, oh, I love it like anymore, like I used to. Really don't. I play it, but I've been really looking for other games. It's not a good game. Like, just the ideas behind the stuff is just like weird.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. What did you say, Jay? Sorry.
No, I said the ideas behind the stuff is just weird.
Yeah. I hear you. I mean, I personally think. I think this is my theory. Yeah? I feel like I think what it is like obviously they're working on. Obviously, yeah.
Wow.
So obviously we saw the little teaser of Kazuya at the end. Looking all high quality res. So obviously we're just gonna assume it's Tekken. Let's just assume it's Tekken 8. I think what it is that the game's not ready yet to really show anything. So I feel like they had
to render.
Well, yeah, but not even that. I feel like they've added this new mechanic they've added this new balance patch for Tekken, just to give us something to carry us over into the next Tekken. I think that's why they've added the new wall mechanic.
You think so?
I think that's why. It was just obviously I personally think it's just to give Tekken 7 a bit more life until Tekken 8. Because again, we don't even know the release date of this next Tekken. Like, it might not come out till 2024. Like, you know what I mean? We're all assuming that they're gonna announce like a date or something, or they're gonna show way more details at the end of the Tekken World Tour. But realistically, when is the game gonna come out?
True.
Do you know what I mean? So they had to add something to make the game a bit more fresh until that pass over onto Tekken 8. I mean, wishful thinking. Hopefully, Tekken 8 comes out the end of 2023 or in 2023. But again, we don't actually know when the release date would ever be. Do you know what I mean? You'd rather continue the same. Sorry, guys. I'm not reading chat too much, but I'll start reading chat a little bit. Hold on. You'd rather them continue the same BS they add more. But the thing is, yeah, I hear what you're saying. Obviously, we're looking at it from like how the game is now. Again, we don't know what like. Again, maybe I'm just being a positive Nelly. But we don't actually know what kind of changes they would have made in it. So that's what I'm saying. Hopefully, they've balanced. They've nerfed a lot of things and balanced the game to be able to allow some of these moves to do this new wall mechanic. Do you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say I'm excited. I'm more interested. I'm a bit interested in how it's gonna turn out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think one of the concerning things for me is that it was literally 2 days before one of the biggest tournaments in the UK as well, which is VSF. What do you think about that, Jay? I think when you told me, you noticed that it's literally 2 days before VS. I was like, oh, that's a bit of a problem.
I mean, if it's gonna be like, what the hell? If it's gonna be 2 days before Versifying and that's it, then boy, it's gonna be a very wild tournament, man. But I doubt it. I think it's just gonna be the same stuff that we got right now.
Yeah, I don't think. Oh, I don't know. I don't think the smartest idea would to be update the game to that new patch 2 days before the tournament. I don't know personally, but then again,
I just don't think they cared.
They probably didn't even know. You know the UK don't get no love out here. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even know.
They've done that before Evo.
Of course not. Of course not. They probably don't know about the scene like that. But yeah, man.
Don't know about versus fire.
Bro, I mean, surely they could have done it after. I don't know, innit? But you know what? Maybe they wanted to do it just like because it's coming out around the same time as the anime, so they wanted to just Tekken was just all like around the same time, innit? So obviously you've got the anime coming up. Obviously was it the 18th? The anime starts. I think it was the 18th. So yeah, they probably wanted to all just come out around the same time. That's probably what it was.
Crazy though.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't think the tournament will have the new patch update. I think that's way too soon. I think that's way too soon. I think it will be on the regular patch as it is. What will be interesting is that imagine those last 2 days, everyone's out here just doing the new mechanics, and then they go to VSF, and it's just not in there. It's not in there. I don't try to do the new move. I don't try to do the new move mechanic. Like, yo, what's going on?
Nah, that'll be funny.
That'll be funny, man. I'm telling you, that'll be hilarious, man. But
yeah, I don't know, man.
But yeah, overall, what do you think of the new update they're gonna do in general? Like, if you was to put in a couple words.
Nothing. I can't really say nothing because I didn't really see much.
The
The thing was good, but until when I see like bare stuff happening with the characters, then I can say stuff. But I don't really see nothing. I just see a bunch of characters doing a new mechanic. I'm like, all right, cool, safe. But what do they do? Like what moves have that mechanic? And like what nerfs the character's gonna get? Are 2D's gonna be nerfed? Like, is Leroy gonna get better? Is Lydia still gonna be like stupid? Like, that's all my questions.
Yeah, no, I hear you. And I think that's everyone's questions. Like, no one really knows. Like, no one really knows no one really knows in it. The only good thing is that because the patch is coming out very quickly, we'll find out soon. I'm sure they will drop like the patch notes probably day before, 2 days before. So we'll probably have a look at those and see what's going on. There's no maybe Barrow. I'm not too sure yet. I'm not too sure.
Bro, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Like, it's just it's a weird time to, I don't know. I just feel like it's a weird time to kind of like get everything going right now with the game. Like they don't need to do any of this like updates, but maybe there's something big around the corner. Who knows?
Yeah, like I said, I feel like they just did the update just to give Tekken an extra little bit of life until they go into the next Tekken game. That's just what I personally think.
Are you looking forward to that? The thing, my thing is that at Evo, I kind of expected something bigger than that, and it like at Evo,
I did. That's how I felt. I felt like the teaser wasn't enough for me personally, and the reason I say that is because they haven't shown anything for like months. Like the only thing we got was
been a year. It's been a year.
Bro, the only thing we got was the Tekken anime. Like, they showed nothing about the game. Like, I definitely felt they could have showed a little bit more of the next Tekken. At least say it was Tekken 8. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just my personal opinion anyway. Like, I was definitely expecting a little bit more. Like, again, like I said, I wasn't expecting like a full trailer. But at least, you know what I mean? Give us a little, you know what I mean? But, hey, we got what we got in it, so.
We got a little moment.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You got a little French fry, you know, like your little French. You just stick out a little French fry, you know what I'm saying? Just a little. But yeah, I definitely think they could have showed more, considering how hungry people were for like Tekken news. Personally, so
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But they weren't trying to show that.
Yeah, they
were just trying to give us like something little, and we're like, oh, okay, you know what? It's whatever.
Yeah, man, I definitely was expecting a little bit more. But yeah, no. But speaking of the next Tekken, so we're just assuming the next Tekken's Tekken 8. We don't actually know. It could be Tag 3. Who knows? Who actually knows what the next Tekken is? But let's just assume it's gonna be Tekken 8. Jay, quick question for you.
Yeah.
Obviously, as someone who's played a lot of the obviously older Tekken as well. Obviously, I started from Tekken 7 really like properly. So what kind of things are you kind of looking for in Tekken 8 for yourself?
What am I looking for? I don't really know. Like, I just kind of want less characters, good stages, better customization, because there was like an actual scene for customization online. Like, you used to be able to like see people that would create costumes, and they would tell you how to customize them. There's none of that in this game because the customizing is so limited. So I would want that. Give back the single modes for casuals, like for example, like survival, team battle, time attack. People like these. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, CSC was asking, do you prefer bound, or would you like bound or screw for Tekken 8?
Bound is a lot more easier, if I'm honest.
You think it's easier than screw?
Yeah. Screw you have to chase opponent. It's not easy. Like, sometimes you do a combo that goes mad far, you have to chase them.
Oh, trust me, as a last player, I get that a lot. With his city wall carry. Well, yeah.
Whereas bound is like, yeah, you kind of got them and you kind of keep them there, innit?
Can I turn master volume up a little bit? Alright, hold on.
Nice time, man.
I mean, I experienced bound a little bit because I played Tekken Revolution, innit?
Yeah.
For a bit, so obviously that had the bound mechanic in there, so I experienced it a little bit, but yeah, I wasn't like fully versed in the bound mechanic. Imagine Tekken 8 they added both.
I mean, I would like them to, but
imagine they make it so you can only do one of them like in a combo, if that makes sense. So it gives you more options for. I think that would be a very interesting mechanic actually. So they give you more options for combos, isn't it? So for example, they just need to work on
how the game will look, bro. I'll be honest.
On how it looks.
Yeah, man.
In terms of mistakes, like graphics and stuff like that. Or
graphics, stages.
I mean, if anything, if that Kazuya render says anything, it looks really good. It looked like it could be really good. Which, to be fair, which shows me that I think the next Tekken is definitely not going to be on that PS4 or Xbox One. It's definitely going to be on the newer consoles. Which will be, and then that's another very interesting thing. So, if the next Tekken is on the newer consoles, then all these tournaments are gonna have to get the newer consoles, and the supply for new consoles are still limited. So, what's gonna happen there?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people still have PS5 and stuff. But again, I don't think Tekken 8's coming out next year. So
we don't know exactly. That's another thing. We don't actually know.
Yeah, I don't think Tekken 8 is coming out next year. But there's nothing to go by. We don't even know if that's Tekken 8.
That exactly. We don't. We're just speculating at this point.
This could be Kazuya's in Street Fighter 6.
Fam, this could, it could be. It could be like
Tekken cross Street Fighter.
No, not even that. It could just be like some Kazuya single player only mode.
You don't even know.
No, I'm joking, but no, we don't actually know. We don't know. Like, realistically, we don't know. We don't actually know. So
that's why I keep telling people that we actually don't know. Like, obviously, it's nice to say it's Tekken 8, but no one knows.
I said Tekken 8 mobile confirmed. Yeah, no, we don't actually know. But if we were to go by the render, it does look good. If it is Tekken 8, it does look good. So, but then that also shows me that it's definitely not going to be on the new consoles. But hopefully, the supply for the new consoles are probably better then. Or yeah. But I think for me, what do I want from the new Tekken 8? Me personally,
what do you want?
I think one big thing for me, crossplay. Like games nowadays that don't have crossplay, it's just an L. Like it has to have crossplay. I think especially for a fighting game, there's no reason for it not to have crossplay. Like I mean, you've got shooters, you got FPSs that have crossplay, and I think that's unfair because I think PC people just have a way bigger advantage when it comes to shooters. But like for like fighting games, crossplay has to be a must. Do you know what I'm saying? Has to be a must. Like there's legit no reason for it not to have crossplay. Especially if it's on only the newer consoles, there's no excuse. PC, PlayStation, everyone should be able to play all together. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't like the idea of separating the community based off what console you have. Do you know what I'm saying?
What about cross progression?
As in so you go from PC and then PlayStation, you keep the same save data.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's a standard that comes with crossplay as well. That should just be, if it's crossplay, it should be the same thing. I think that should just come as a standard, to be fair with you.
I agree too.
That should come as a standard. So I think, yeah, for me, 100% has to have crossplay. There's no reason for it not to have crossplay. I think the next thing that I would want is, yeah, like Jay was saying, definitely more game. Like, Tekken 7 is so bare bones, bro. When you actually think about what Tekken 7 as a full game, it's actually poor. There's no game modes. It's literally it's literally ranked, player match, tournament mode, or Tekken bowling. That's it. Like there's no game modes, bro. There's no survival. There's no team battle. Like you barely have an arcade. I mean, you barely have an arcade mode. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really really bare bones. And obviously, the excuse for it to be bare bones then was because the budget wasn't high. They've made almost 10 million sales. I'm telling you right now, if they bring out Tekken 8 and it's bare bones, I'm telling you, I'm flooding Harada's DMs. I'm not joking. I'm like, big man.
I'm not involved in none of this, Harada.
Big man, Harada, you're my guy, yeah, but what's going on, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Were you just swimming in the peas that you're making? Like, what's going on? I'm joking. No, but no, there's no excuse. Tekken 8 has to come out with a lot of like content. You know what I'm saying? Like definitely, like team battle. Even imagine they even had a tag mode. So instead of doing like a tag 3, just have tag mode in Tekken 8. You know what I mean? Make it like a game mode or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
That'd be sick. You know what I'm saying? I would rather take longer to make to ensure they tick all the boxes. Yeah, no, I hear that. You know what I'm saying? What else would I want? Yeah, so yeah, definitely crossplay, all the game modes, survival mode, team battle. You know what I really want them to do? I want them to actually have a good use for the money that you make. Either get rid of the money in Tekken or have a good use for it, because it's the most pointless. I think the money is the most pointless thing in the game. Like treasure, but like obviously treasure battle is to get the unlocks. But then you know what's funny? Like you can do treasure battle, or you can pay 2,000 games on ranked and unlock all the unlocks. It just made money irrelevant. It definitely made money irrelevant. I think the fight money is pointless in the game. So either take that out or have a good use. I think you know what would be a good use for the fight money. You know what they should
make.
Yeah, go on.
The good idea to make it is make it harder to like spend things. Like it's too easy. It's so redundant.
Or imagine I hear this. Imagine have like an online store. Yeah, you know, like Fortnite, and you have an online store and you can buy specific like costumes or like win poses or like or something, and you can use the money to use the in-game currency to buy stuff like that. And like let's say the store changes every week, so it just rotates to different like loads of different content that you can. That would be a good use for the fight money, personally. Because then people will be like, oh, okay, cool. And imagine like you play a game and you're like, bro, this guy's got this sick intro. Where do you get that intro from? You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think that would be a good use for the money, personally. Like just make it kind of like an in-game store where you can just like buy, but not like normal customization. Like make it like special stuff. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean.
Yeah. You know what I mean.
It's like in Apex in them games, like
Yeah,
you have like
exactly.
different things, different win poses and stuff like that.
Win poses, you know, skin, like special skins or stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? It should definitely do something like that. Um, Obviously, no brainer. Obviously, netcode, all of that has to just be on point. You know, what I mean, make the online experience good. For the, you sound stressed over there, boy.
No, you know what it is, yeah. Like the connection with this guy, yeah, is not great, innit? Like I don't know what it is. Like
See?
sometimes it's okay, and then sometimes it's not. And I don't really like playing online when the connection's not that great. But I just didn't want to bring it up. I'm just thinking, bro, this is so annoying. Like this is the last one I'm changing character. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, they need some stuff like yeah, exactly. Like you know, like your you know, like your player banner or whatever it is, the panel. Like maybe you can buy stuff like that with the fight money. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Be a lot of creative and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that'd be good. Obviously netcode, that's just a no-brainer. Like we already know we want the good online. You know what I'm saying? Just make that happen. Good netcode and stuff like that, which I think they'll be able to do. I don't know. I'm having faith again. I think they might be able to do all right with that. What else is there? You know what? Okay, this might be out there. Yeah, this is what I was thinking. Training mode. Oh yes, training mode. I think. No, not even training mode. The waiting room. Please make it so we can like change the stage.
Yeah.
And see the frame. Like make the waiting room like training mode, please. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, give us a lot more options in the waiting room. The waiting room is very big. And obviously, I know a lot of people have mods and stuff for that on PC, but please just like bake it in the game where you can have a lot more creativity with the waiting room, please. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially like when you're waiting a long time or whatever, like you can practice properly. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of other fighting games have proper training, like waiting rooms. You know what I'm saying? So I think definitely have a better waiting room. But I'm gonna say, okay, this idea, I'm gonna say this is gonna be a bit out here, yeah. I think, because obviously I was thinking like stuff they can do for Tekken that would be a bit different, yeah. Is because obviously like, for example, let's say you're playing ranked, you get to the highest rank, yeah. Like, what's the only other thing to do is just get another character to the highest rank. It gets a bit boring. Do you know? I'm personally like, I'm just thinking like, there's no. It gets to a point where rank's just not that exciting. Do you know what I'm saying? So imagine they did a thing where it's like a season. You know, like Fortnite and stuff where you have like seasons in it, and then you have like a battle pass type thing where like
every time I press, bro. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's right. So like every time you have like so every time like every season, yeah, and let's say you have like a battle pass thing in it. So it's like in that season, like you can unlock special, like very very special items and stuff if you reach the max level of the season. And the next season it restarts and like your rank goes back to whatever and you have to do it again. Do you know what I'm saying? Or have it separate. So like have like your normal rank or whatever, but then have like a season pass which like is separate. So then you have to like get that and then you get special rewards, like maybe like let's say if you're doing it with, let's say you're doing ranked with Kaz or something like that. And then like if you get to like the top season with Kaz, then you get like his classic Tekken 2 costume. And then obviously everyone knows that you got that costume because you completed the battle pass in season 2, for example, or whatever, and then the next season is something else. You know what I'm saying? I think they should do something like that so it makes ranked more like enjoyable, so people actually come back to ranked every so often. Because like with the issue now, a lot of people go to like the high rank Tekken like TGO, and then no one wants to play TGO. No one plays the like goes on ranked no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So that makes a lot of sense. Like just daily missions and seasonal missions type of thing.
Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Makes sense. It makes sense. Like they just need fresh ideas, man. I don't want to see another game like this. Like this game, like, I don't know how, like, obviously not being disrespectful. Like, I don't know how they got away with this as a game for so many years and still do balance updates, but not like change the game. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't know, like, this balance update that they're doing, is that going to affect the ranks? Are we going to go down the ranks again? But we still don't have, like, you know, we still don't have netcode fixed. We still don't get, like, certain other things. You know what I mean? It's just weird, man.
Yeah, like, because I heard, obviously, I don't know about Street Fighter too much, but I heard Street Fighter from when it came out to now is like a vastly different game, essentially.
Yeah.
Like, they've added a lot of different things, you know what I'm saying?
And like, this game isn't. This game is literally, oh, we're gonna do an update. We're gonna do an update, but it's not nothing to do with the actual overall game. Not like the interface, not like the money, not like the costumes, bro. It's like the same stuff. We're getting like wall bounce changes, moves and stuff, and it's like, bro, I'm getting sick and tired of seeing this. It's not like that's why in my reaction video it wasn't like jumping for joy. The only thing I'm jumping for joy for was Kazuya and the new render. Like it's just I'm seeing this already, man. I've seen it way too many times. So I just want to see something good, like change the game a bit, you know?
Yeah, no, hey, to be honest with you, from season 3, I was like, I want Tekken 8. I'm not even gonna lie. I barely wanted season 4. I'll be honest with you. Like the game, like this is what, because when did this game come out? Like
2016.
2016, bro. This game is 6 years
That's
old. 6 years old.
But Apex Legends is how old? Do you know what I mean?
But the difference.
League of Legends is how old?
No, but the difference between League of Legends and Apex is that these are free-to-play games, and they change. And again, they've got the seasonal thing. They add a lot of different things every season. This is my point. It's not like from when Apex came out, it's not exactly the same game as it is now. They've obviously added a lot of things, way more new game modes, new upgrades, new thing. Like there's a reason why people can come back to play the game. If that's my point. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas Tekken 7, for the most part, is just, this character got a new move. They nerfed this about this character. Like, it's not new. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason to come. there's not really a big reason to come back to play ranked, for example. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think obviously, when they released season 4 and they added the new TGO rank, that was something. So, obviously, everyone jumped on ranked. Everyone was playing ranked to get the new rank again. Do you know what I'm saying? But again, you need something to keep it more engaging.
Yeah, I feel it.
Definitely. What else would I want from Tekken 8? What? Yeah, so I said, new Defo bring all the game modes back. You know what I was thinking? Now, this might be a bit out there, yeah? I was thinking maybe, because I don't know, maybe Tekken 8 might be like the story-wise, might be the last Tekken in terms of like the Mishima Bloodline arc or whatever you want to call it, yeah. So maybe they should do a thing where like you know what Smash did and just brought every single character back. Maybe they should do that for Tekken 8.
But we don't want to see more. I don't want to see bare characters on a roster, bro. It's annoying, man.
I mean,
especially if they change the roster like how they do now in this game. Like, I mean, not change the roster, like all these balance updates. I get used to a season, then I've got to change again. I'm kind of bored of that shit, man.
So what would you kind of like want in terms of like? Well, so what would you say you prefer, a smaller roster of characters?
Yeah, I prefer a smaller roster, man.
How small would you say though?
Like 30, 35 characters.
Because how many characters now? It's 51 now, isn't it?
51, yeah.
30 character roster. I don't know, cause like again, like me personally, as someone who obviously kind of started from Tekken 7, like I didn't get a chance to play with Wang or like Bake and like properly. Do you know what I'm saying? So it would be cool for me to be able to like experience them in like a new game instead of me having to go back to the old games. You know what I'm saying? That's just how that's just me coming as someone that's only played Tekken 7. Do you know what I'm saying? So I do think it would be cool if they had these characters, but obviously again the problem with that is how they're gonna balance that. That will be my concern. If there's too many, because sometimes it gets to a point where if there's too much characters, balancing them becomes a bit of a problem. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, I feel it.
But I don't know.
But it's like, how many characters do you want in a game like this? You see what I'm saying?
What happened to you, bro?
Oh my god, bro!
Oh, you know, I saw your face.
I can't believe this game, bro. I actually just don't even want to play anymore.
Oh my!
Bro, I done a jump kick punish here, and I done back 3-2, and it didn't register.
Yeah, long day.
Like,
you think 40 is a perfect number? Yeah, you know what? I mean, I'm just wishful thinking. I would like to play a lot of the older characters, personally, but I don't know how they do it in terms of balancing. To be fair. Man gave the
You probably will get the old characters in the game.
I don't know. We'll see how. I don't know how it'll work out. Speaking of characters though, do you think 2Ds or some of the DLC characters will be back? Not referring to Not referring to the the Tekken original characters. Like I'm talking about the actual like guest characters.
Like Geese.
Like Geese, Noctis, Akuma,
Negan.
Negan.
I think they will come back.
You think all of them?
I don't know if all of them will come back, but I think Geese might come back.
Why do you think Geese will come back? Specifically.
I feel like Karada's cool with the guy in it. The guy from SNK. Like I saw the Harada bar and I was like, raw, okay. Like I see them speaking, bro. You know, Geese was originally meant to be in Geese was originally meant to be in. Oh my lord, Geese wasn't originally meant to be in this game.
Really?
No, it was meant to be. It was meant to be Yamazaki.
I don't even know who that is.
Yamazaki's another King of Fighters character. It's only Geese out got like last minute. It was meant to be Yamazaki from King of Fighters.
Oh.
But yeah, like so, when everyone's like raw, like this was not the final choice.
I think. Alright, so let's talk about 2Ds, yeah. Now, as we know, 2Ds are broken as heck in this game. Like this is like we're not even gonna. There's no sugarcoating it. The 2Ds are broken in the game.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ah, stop, man. Listen, this Geese defender from like, man. These guys on the Geese defense league, like, bro, 2Ds are broken, bro. 2Ds are broken. Like, if Evo didn't prove that, then I don't know, innit. You had 2 Geese players and an Akuma in top 8.
Don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Like 2Ds are a bit broken, yeah. The thing is, I wouldn't necessarily have a problem if they brought back 2Ds in Tekken 8, but they have to balance them way better. Way better. Like, if they're gonna add 2Ds, I think every character should have like a specific anti-air, anti-jump move. Because, like, again, look at Street Fighter, yeah? Street Fighter, every character has some sort of DP or, you know, something to get them out of flipping in the air all the time. Like,
okay.
With Tekken, not every character has good options. So some characters are just free to get jumped in. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
here's what I will say, though. I don't think that...
Yeah, the Jelly Ranchers was on you.
I don't think that, you know, Demon Flip should go so high. Because you can't jab it. You can't jab it out. You see what I'm saying? You can't jab. When he does Demon Flip, he just goes over jabs. And I think that's stupid. But, like, I do think, like, the 2D jump, the reason why it's like that is because they don't really have much outside of, like, the normal Tekken stuff.
Well, that's an argument for Akuma, but Geese can play Tekken.
He can.
Geese can play Tekken, and he has the 2D. That's a bit like, it's a bit too much.
So what would you want him to have?
I don't know. I think for me, I just think just give every character some sort of anti-air. Like a move that just, it doesn't matter don't matter how they jump or whatever, it just clean hits them out of the air. Just like, for example, like, you know, the homing moves that they have in what's that?
Why did that?
Yeah, because you robbed someone, innit? I mean, you robbed.
Yeah, I did.
This is why the guy wants. This is why this guy wants 2Ds in the game. Like, he's just robbing people on the stream, fam. Look at him.
Bro, it's needed, fam.
No, but like you see, like, for example, homing moves like that beats people that are stepping, like clearly stepping. Yeah, they should have something like that where like there's a move that just beats anti-airs. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, everyone should have some sort of DP for 2Ds, in my personal opinion, to balance it out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think so.
Yeah, and like, come on, like 2Ds can do like crouch jab into cancel, fireball into death combo, bro. Like people have 10 frame launchers basically. I know people's excuse gonna be like, oh, but execution, but come on, man. Like that breaks the fundamentals of Tekken realistically. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, no, I feel it still.
Yeah, I think if they're gonna add 2Ds back, they need to like find a way to really balance them properly. Because like the way they balance them in this game was the fact that they ain't got what rage drives. But would you rather have rage drive or meter that you can whip out anytime? Do you know what I mean? So they definitely need to rework that.
That was kind of dirty.
10 frame launches, no exceptions in my opinion. Yeah, like 10 frame launches is crazy, man. It's definitely crazy.
Yeah, 10 frame launcher, bro. That Geese don't have that though.
Yeah, but even still, other characters have. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a bit silly, man. But one thing I think they will definitely still bring back is guest characters. There's no way that the next Tekken does not have guest characters. I'm telling you lot right now, the next Tekken's having guest characters. Do you know how much breadines they made off the DLC?
True.
You see when Noctis and Negan and them man came out, it was bro and Geese. They were making they were making breadines. Just trust me, they was making breadines. They'll definitely have guest characters. You know what I think they should do? Sorry guys, I'm eating a sweet, but
What can they do?
they should have like I think you know what I really want. I want Tekken like the devs to be way more involved in the community. So like imagine they're like, hey guys, we're working on the next guest character. Who would you like to see? And then just list a couple names like, do you want Goku, Naruto? I don't know, this is an example. Goku, Naruto, or whoever. And and then like the community votes on who they want, and then they add that character in the next DLC. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they definitely need to be way more involved in the community. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel it still. I feel like fighting game developers need to be more involved in the community a lot more, anyways. So, yeah, I don't feel like they're involved that much. You get what I'm trying to say? I feel like they kind of have their idea. They do what they want. They give it to us, and we have to kind of love it or hate it, type of thing.
I think what they should do, but obviously, I think what they should read. You know how they should do it, so it's just like balanced, yeah, like or even. It's like cool. Let's say they have 3 ideas for a character to add to the game, yeah.
Dante saying you man not in Discord.
Well, does he want to jump in?
I think so.
You can jump in if he wants to jump in. Hold on, let me. Have you got his webcam?
Nah, you'd have to do that.
That's what I'm saying. If he's got webcam, I can send him the link in it. Hold on. Let me follow him and we'll get Dante involved.
Oh no! I've done a me. Why would you do that? That's so dumb. What?
Where's Dante? Sorry, guys. Give me a second. Let's see if you can.
I'm trying to mix me up. Why? Why did you do that? Told you I'm playing Geese, bro. Nope.
Hold on. Give me a sec. Can I add Dante to the call we're in now? I should be able to do that, innit?
You should be able to.
Or does it not work like that? Or should we just mute? Do you know what? Let's just no, Jay, let's go into your chat in your server. Yeah, hold on a sec. Yo, Dante.
Yeah.
Click the link that I sent you on Discord, yeah, and then just add your webcam to it, innit? And then you'll end up on my stream.
I can't do it, you know, because I'm on stream myself and it's using my webcam.
Me. I've never been scared.
Okay.
Think I've been scared.
Yeah.
Never been scared. Think I've been
It's alright.
scared. Never been scared.
I don't know if you just want to do a voice thing. I don't know.
Oh yeah, actually no. Go on, click
Never
the
been
link.
scared.
and
I'll be scared. I'll go,
Sorry.
come on, man.
Go on
Live life on the
the
edge every day.
stream.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing that little
And
Tekken
just
can't-
add your mic, innit?
You know what I'm saying?
I think you should be able to just add
You know
your
what I'm
mic.
saying?
What? So we can't just do a Discord
One
thing?
second.
No, it's because the way I have it set up is obviously like because Jay's coming through the link I'm using in it on my thing. If that makes sense. So for them to hear you, well, Jay can't hear me right now because obviously.
I can hear you. I'm
Oh, you can.
here. Yeah.
Oh, if you can leave it like this, then I think it should be calm.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So
Do
we've
it-
got.
Oh, Hampton, allow it. Allow it.
All
What's
right, cool.
happening in there?
Yeah, again, should we do Mandem? Should we go in the Mandem lobby instead? That one.
Yeah. Hold on.
Wait, Jay, your stream can't hear me though, can they?
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, they
Come.
can.
Okay,
Yeah.
calm. Oh, you leave it like this. It's minor.
Yeah.
If everyone can you hear Jay, Dante?
Let's go. Yeah, I can. Just let me go. Let's go in the Mandem lobby chat because I don't want like.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Random that.
Yeah, cool. Okay, now.
Bro, what happened there? What the hell? Hold on a second.
Fucking thingy.
Yeah, I get you. Cool, cool. All right, guys, we got Dante involved. We got Dante here. What are you saying, Dante? How you doing?
Allow it. Sorry, bro. These are spamming stupid things in my chat, bro, and I can't hear nothing. Oh my god.
You gotta delete the thing, fam. You gotta mute the thing. You prefer 2Ds getting less options to cancel into special than nothing jumps. Like a damn down here in the special cancel. Yeah, I mean, I think for me, yeah, it just needs to balance 2Ds properly.
I'm gonna delete that fucking thing, bro, off my chat. I swear down. What balance? Just balance 2D? Nah, they need to do more than that.
No, I'm speaking.
That would be a start.
No, I'm speaking specifically of 2Ds though. Like obviously, because obviously, I was talking about we were talking about Tekken 8, and obviously like what? Actually, no. Let me actually Dante.
Gripping and falling.
This.
No 2Ds in Tekken 8. Allow it. Don't even try and ask me that dumb shit.
No. I'm gonna ask you what do you want in Tekken 8? Like from Tekken 8, what do you want in the next game?
What do I want? I want it. Like I said this before. I want Tekken 8 to pretty much be like a new school Tekken 6. Like Tekken 6 did so many things right. I feel like you should have a look at that game and see what they did. Like you know, in the main menu, like on the actual main menu, you could have your main character with your custom on the main menu, and you could pick the stage as well. So so you're not looking at like fucking Zaf and fucking Ganryu and shit. You've got your main character on the menu with the custom on a stage of your choice. Like
that sounds good.
That was cold. That was cold. And then on top of that, like the customization was way better back then than it is now.
Oh yeah, so I saw a video on the customization in Tekken 6. I was like, this is mad.
Not only was it way better, but it was also better in terms of like, you know how the money works. Like you actually had to like get money and for the things that you wanted, whereas like now everyone's a billionaire. Like
you know what's funny about that? Because I think it's before you obviously came in. I was literally talking about they need to either just get rid of the fight money or have a good use for the fight money, like legit. Because
all they need to do is have a good use for it. When it had a good use, because what you used to do, right, is you used to go into scenario campaign, because scenario campaign was online as well. So you would. So basically, what would happen back in the day, like it would be like, yo, Shaiko, get in the lobby. We're gonna go scenario campaign. We're gonna do fucking Nightmare Train level or something, and we're gonna flip in and we're gonna get this bread for our customizations, you get me? And you'd actually have to go in there, and then obviously you'd have little treasure chests and things where you could get things out of there as well, and like you would actually have to make your bread doing the scenario campaign stuff, and you could do it online as well. That was cold. So it's like I feel like they should have all that. Why have we gone backwards? Like really, they should have developed on top of that. But we've gone backwards, like, so I definitely think they should bring back the, your main character. Like, imagine Shaiko, you load up the game and you've got Lars there with your custom on your favorite stage, and he's just standing there, like,
that
and then
sounds cold. I didn't even know they did that. That sounds
it was cold. Like, it was cold. Like, you need to look at the game, like, for real. Like, Tekken 6 did bare things right. I feel like they should bring back thing like little modes like Tekken Ball and that as well. I feel like they should bring back Team Battle. Where the fuck's Team Battle gone? I don't understand. Obviously with the gameplay, you know what I feel like about the gameplay with the crush system and all that. Obviously, so like fix up the gameplay, basically make it more consistent, and like to be honest, if they pretty much do what they did with Tekken 6, and like. The thing is, they're gonna have to go to next levels though now, because obviously, like Street Fighter's gonna have that world mode with your own character and all that. I feel like for them to keep up, they're gonna have to do something like if you know about Tekken 5, there was Devil Within.
Oh, no, I've heard about that game mode. Yeah, that was like it was kind of like not Tekken Force, but like
it was like that, but it was like more story orientated. So I feel like they should do something like Devil Within, but like. Like with your own character kind of thing as well, to kind of compete with Tekken, with Street Fighter.
Yeah.
So like, there's a lot of things they need to do though. But in terms of the rank system, for the love of God, create a fucking one rank away fucking search. Are you fucking stupid? Like, I don't understand. I honestly don't understand. Like, who is trying to play 2 rank away get ranked? I'm sorry, but who is trying to play 2 rank? Bro, just make it 1 rank away. Like, it's not that hard. It's not. Barra, why are you telling me to relax, bro? Like, this is facts. This is facts. Why is there not a 1 rank away search? Why? Just why? 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 Like, I don't understand.
I can't even answer that.
You can't answer it. There's no reason why there's not. It's just stupid.
I guess the only reason I can think of is just so people get matched more quickly with players.
Nah, man.
That's the only thing I can think of.
You would rather wait. You would rather wait for the 1 rank away match than get put in a match with 2 rank away, do a 1st to 1 against some twat that's mashing in a 4-bar, and then waste your time doing that when no one's gonna gain anything. Like, what, 550 points? Who cares? Like, unless they're gonna make 2 rank away more points gained, then unless they're gonna do that, then just make it 1 rank away, innit?
Yeah, no, I hear you. No, Dante, since you're here, I was gonna ask you, because I was thinking of because again, I think the thing with Tekken 7 is that like ranked, it's like you get to the max rank and then what do you do? It's just nothing to do unless you want to get another character to the max rank, innit? It's very like repetitive and boring. So I was thinking,
Karen.
So I was thinking maybe they should do something like you know, like Fortnite and stuff. They have like seasons in it. So let's say, for example, like let's say you're separate. So let's say you can have like your normal rank, but then you have like your seasonal rank in it. And then maybe you have to do like, no, maybe not challenges, but you have to just play a certain amount of games in the season. And then every time you get a new level or whatever, you unlock something like unique in it. So let's say like a special player panel, or like a special like title, or like, and then like maybe if you get to the max level, you get like a special costume for someone or something like that in it. And then obviously and that's like season 1. Then the next season is something new. So it then always gives people a new way to always come back to ranked in it. And I think every season they should decay your rank to a certain, like let's say like for example, anyone that plays Yu-Gi-Oh, you know, every season let's say you get to diamond rank in Yu-Gi-Oh, after the season you go back to gold. Do you know what I'm saying? So then you have to rank up again. They should do something like that for Tekken, because then it makes the game like a bit more like you have a chance. There's a reason to go back and play ranked again. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I think right now a lot of people like they will like get to like TGO or whatever, and then they're like, alright, cool, I'm done. I got TGO. Like, why am I also on rank? I'm just on rank for fun. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing.
I hear that still.
Like,
they could do something to incentivize you to go on ranked.
Yeah,
that's but I feel like they could do it in a way where it's related to your fight money, and then there should be like these ultra legendary customs. Yeah, I feel like that are mad hard to get. And then, like, you can only get them once you're max rank, and then you do certain things in it. Yeah. Like, I reckon they could do it that way. But I also think, in my opinion, because I think that there's a big problem on this game with people leaving unranked in it. So I feel like a way to combat that is make not only like a deathmatch, like there's a deathmatch rank system like the way it is now, innit? But I feel like there should be like a 1st to 2. And a 1st to 3 division as well.
They have the thing is in fight. Sorry to cut you. They have that in fighters. So like, if you're unranked on fighters, you have like it's like default to like 1st to 2. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So is that on Street Fighter as well?
Yeah.
But I feel like they should have divisions. So it should be like, okay, you've got a deathmatch rank, so you could be TGO on deathmatch, but you could be Emperor on 1st to 2s.
Oh, that's interesting.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a different division. So it's like. It would show like the people that are shit at death matches, but they're only good in 1st to 2s or etc. Do you know what I mean?
Like it kind of forces you to then get for example, if you lose the 1st 2, eventually you have to force to get the
exactly. And then if you're playing the deathmatch system, you're gonna be more likely to stay because you're playing that for the long sets. Do you get what I mean? So it's like I feel like it would kind of. That would be a good way to combat people just leaving all the time, because if those people that want to you know them people that leave all the time, them people just play the 1st to 2 thing anyway, because there's even people that put in their name, I'm doing the 1st to 3 on the fucking rank system, because they don't want to stay and get downloaded. So they literally put it in their name. They'll put their name 1st to 3. It's like, bro, you literally put in that because you don't want to get battered in a long set. So it's like, if you had the different divisions, I feel like, you know what I mean, first to two, first to three, first to five,
Yeah.
and then the deathmatch ones. So it's like, let's say like, your TGO on all of them divisions, you know, man's levels.
Yeah.
Man is banging
you
up,
know what? I like
you know
that
what I'm
idea.
saying?
I like that idea.
Yeah.
You know. Ozan was saying that he thinks you might be splitting up the player base with that though. What do you think for that?
You would be splitting up the player base. You'd be splitting up the player base from the twats that don't want to play, that want to leave all the time, and the people that want to play, that want, you know what I'm saying, bro, that are on job, bro. You get them idiots out of the flipping rank that are just sitting there. Oh, let me only play people that I can beat. Like, get out of here, man. Bro, like on Street Fighter, like, bro, it's first to two system, yeah. And it's just like, bro, people hardly leave, fam. People stay for the first two, innit? Because they want the points. It's just like, but the thing is, in Tekken, it's just like, because it's such a, like, the way the game is, like, people just, they don't want to get downloaded. They just care about their rank too much.
Yeah, like,
they want to post their little TGO on Twitter, and then they want to get all the clout. They don't want to improve.
For example, they'll be beating me, like, say 5 in a row. Then I might get 1 or 2 wins and they leave, and I'm just like, yeah, man, nice.
But people leave on even sets, bro. like, bro, it's not. You can't make this up. People will, like, you will lose two games, take back 2 games. He'll win 1 more game. You'll win 1 more game. He's like, I've had enough. He's got too much information, and he leaves. He's like, bro, you just wasted 25 minutes of my time.
Like, you know what makes that annoying in Tekken 7 as well, yeah? Is like, for example, like, because I mean, I will deathmatch in it until one of us gets D-ranked or ranked in it. That's how I'm playing it. So imagine now, like, you're like, so for example, it makes your rank progress so much slower. So imagine like you're deathmatching someone, yeah, and like, let's say you're getting like 5 wins in a row or whatever, yeah, and then they leave, and then it's like, and then basically this person beats you 5 times, so you're back to where you was before. Then you start downloading them, then they leave. Like, so it's just like you're just losing.
I think it's a serious issue, because the thing is, yeah, like, if you're a person that stays in every deathmatch because you're trying to get better, you're trying to progress, whatever, you don't care who you fight, like, the connection's good, whatever, you'll stay in it. The thing is, what happens is that people leave. Like, everyone who you beating, you could beat flipping 8. Bro, I've had rank sets where like 7 people in a row have left, or something, not a mad stupid number like that, yeah. And then there'll be one person who you struggle with, and then you might go back and forth for a bit, and then because they're winning, they stay, and then you get demoted. Why have you been demoted when you've just smacked up 7 guys that left? But then the one guy comes and you struggle against this one person, and then you've lost your rank. It's like, bro, and what that does is, because that can happen, it actually incentivizes good players to do the same thing. Like, there's good players out here that are making the maddest excuses to not deathmatch people, because, like, they don't want to be that guy that smacks up 7 people and then loses to one guy and loses his rank. Do you get what I mean? So, good players, like, they might not come out and say it, but bro, these men are making excuses, fam. Tournament players are making excuses to not do death matches, like, legit. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it incentivizes that, and I don't think that is not fun. It's not fun, and it's not practical, because what happens is, people that shouldn't be at the rank they are at that rank just because they cherry pick more than the other guys. Like, this is a serious issue. It's like, bruh, you shouldn't even be at this rank. If you wasn't leaving on XYZ players, there would be Emperor. But because they're leaving all the time, and they're cherry picking who they want to play against, they're cherry picking matchups. As soon as it's a bad matchup for you, oh yeah, I'm leaving. It's like, bruh, come on, man.
Because you know what's funny? It's sorry to cut you. You know what's funny about that as well, yeah? Because even me, I remember when I was like heavy playing ranked as well, I was getting frustrated, because I'm like, raw, I'll be deathmatching these people, yeah, and I'll get my ass whooped, but I'll still stay. Whether, like, if I'll stay till I get demoted. And then I'll face some other people, and they just leave the same after one game. And it got to a point, I felt like cherry picking. I promise you. I was like,
wait, the game incentivizes you to cherry pick, because when you see people making videos saying, you know what, if you don't like the matchup, then just leave. And then when you're seeing top, like, tournament level EU players, like, that are winning, that have won tournaments before, and they're doing it as well, you're thinking to yourself, well, if they're doing it,
when I could.
If they're doing it, what? If they're doing it, why the fuck shouldn't I do it? Like, there's no reason. Like, if literally the only reason to not do it is because of your pride. If it wasn't for your pride,
that's the
game incentivizes you doing it. But the thing is, if you had the division thing now, if you had the deathmatch division, the first to 2, the first to 3 division, I actually think it would sort out that problem, because the thing is, what they should do in the short set division is, if you don't finish the short set, you lose a lot of points in it. And you have to finish the short set.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm really glad you came up with that idea, because I was thinking, because you know what's funny? Because I was thinking, how do they even balance it? So, because the thing is that obviously people, because I think if correct me if I'm wrong, I remember when Tekken first came out, it was literally just like one and done, if I remember correctly. Then they changed it to death matches. So then I was thinking, what's a good way to then balance out if people that wanna obviously do death matches and people that want to do short sets. But I think
sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, go on.
Thank you for the sub T-Pack. Thanks for the bits, Dano. Much appreciated, Reed boys. Anyway.
Yeah, I think your idea is really smart. It's just having this separate into different divisions, and you have a different rank for each division. I think that's really, really smart.
I feel like that would work personally.
I think that would work.
Even if some of the divisions are a bit more dead, like at least you would wait there. And then, like, you might wait, but then you got to find someone who is going to stay for a first to 5, first to 3, or first to 2. Because if they don't finish that set, if they cut that set short, you're going to lose a lot of points. So they pretty much have to stay. Yeah. Whereas on deathmatch, it's like you can just literally leave at any point in the set, and there's nothing stopping you from doing that. Whereas, like you know what I mean? So that means, like, nobody who, do you know what I mean, doesn't want to do, like, long sets really is gonna like well, not nobody, but there's still gonna be the odd guys, but I feel like it's gonna be a lot less people doing that. Do you know what I mean?
If they do it, I think it should just be first to 2, first to 3 and deathmatch. I don't think it should have too many divisions. I think just have, you know,
maybe that, but like obviously, you know, like on shooters where like the odd time you'll get like a, you know, you'll get like a mad what do you call it? You'll get like a mad format, like, you know, like on Fortnite or COD, you'll get like, oh yeah, snipers only for a week or something like that. Like sometimes, sometimes they should just, like this week we've got the first to 10 division.
Do you know what? Actually,
that would be sick.
No, you know what would be sick? Like even like, or you know, make it arcadey. So imagine you have like, you double speed game mode or something for like the week or something like that. Or like double, like
turbo mode.
Yeah,
like joke modes.
Yeah, that would be sick. They should definitely do that.
Like little things like that would be like sick. Like I reckon that would.
I'm saying it brings, like, because I think the way gaming is going. I think the way gaming is going now as well is like they like a lot of these games add like new things every week just to keep the game fresh in it. I think fan games need to get into this. To get into this kind of model of just like
they need to take things from other games, man. I feel like they're a bit old school when it comes to stuff like this. They need to like modernize their stuff. I feel like they're gonna start doing it though, because with Street Fighter 6, it looks like they're trying to modernize their thing.
Exactly.
So I feel like because Tekken and Street Fighter are so closely linked, I feel like Tekken's gonna have to, you know what I mean? Like, they're gonna learn things from Street Fighter, and I feel like it's good that Street Fighter came first, because in my personal opinion, I feel like the Street Fighter devs are a bit more, they know what they're doing a bit more than the Tekken devs, I'll be honest with you. So like the Tekken devs can kind of use their template and use what they're doing and learn from it, and then put it into our game.
But I mean, like they say, competition's good. Like, it's just good for all aspects. You know what I'm saying? So
sorry, bro. If you all F4 in the first to 2, in my opinion, you should get demoted by 3 ranks. I don't know about that.
No, you know, not 3 ranks. You know why? Because some people can generally just have like the
just disconnect or whatever. You know I feel like you should lose a lot of points though. Like, there should definitely be like a big deterrent from leaving the set. Imagine a mode where it's Kaz only mode. Exactly, like fun things like that would be joke.
Yeah.
That would be joke, like a Jack only mode one day, or like, you know what I mean? Like, just I don't know. Like, it would be jokes, man. And like, again, I reckon they should do stuff like that.
Yeah, and again, like, have like
get creative.
Have like a little battle pass thing as well. Maybe like, so I'm saying, like, it's like, get 3 wins in the Jack only mode and you get something. You know what I mean? Like something like that.
just silly stuff as well. Like, bro, like one touch kill. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just silly things, fam. Like, just mess about.
We're just talking about just like stuff we can, like, ideas for Tekken 8, the next Tekken, basically. That's basically what we're talking about as well. Yeah, no, let's touch on the whole like rage quitting, alt F4ing topic, because I think the best way to do it is because again we have to account for people that that obviously might have that you know when the internet's not stable, sometimes people's connections drop. So I think
you disconnect.
Yeah, I think the first one should just be free. Then the second one you lose hella points. Then if you do it a third time, I think you should be like banned temporarily from ranked or something.
I feel like there's got to be a way, for them to tell the difference between someone leaving all F4ing and their connection literally just dropping out.
Thinking, but I don't think
there has to be a way to do that. Like there might be a way to bypass it, but like if someone's doing that bypassing stuff, they're a proper sad guy. Do you know what I mean? They're a proper sad guy, and you're going to be able to tell them guys that are doing it because they're going to do it to everyone.
I don't think it's
like you should be able to report those kind of people as well, like people that are constantly doing that.
What you need to have like a report list or like a blacklist or something, can it? But then again, people can abuse it, so it's.
But the thing is, like in Street Fighter, if like the cheating and all that stuff is way less, like way less. Like in general, so it's just like I feel like just having those game modes in general, like, would do a lot more bits than just having it in this deathmatch state where people can just leave at any point. Do you know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like, come on, like they're getting close to demo leave. Do you know what I mean? They're you know what I'm saying, bro? People do it. Constant rage should be temporary bans. I don't know why they don't do it that already.
Shako, I'm gonna go in 5, yeah.
Yeah, no worries, bro. That's cool.
Yeah.
No worries. I hear you.
It's just worried. I'm worried a bit of time.
Yeah, no, that's cool, man. That's cool. But yeah, no, I think for the rage quitting thing, I think defo have like allow the first one, you lose a lot of points for the second one, temporary ban for the third one, and then the ban just keeps going up and up and up if you continue or if you keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I think that would be good.
Well, they'd have to find a way that works, innit? But
I think
in general, I don't think just doing this deathmatch system where you can leave is good. I feel like it's not fun.
Your idea is really interesting, like having like different divisions for it. I think that's sick.
I've had this idea for ages, but you know what I mean? It just depends on what they're gonna do, man. I feel like they might just leave it the way it is.
No, I think that idea is very, very sick. I can't lie. Very, very sick. I'll be honest, man.
Safe, man.
What other things would I say I want?
Chase that TGP, bro. I got things to do. I got life stuff to do, bro. I can't just stay on there chasing TGP.
Yeah, no, that's good, man. What other things do you think they should add? I'm trying to think. Because what was I talking about before?
I feel like they should do like, you know, like obviously in player matches, like you should have like custom matches where you can just mess about, like, bro, like put people on like 200 health and that and things like that. Because like back in the day, like in Tekken 3 and Tekken Tag and all that, you could like put up the health and all that, you know, like you could like do mad stuff. You could adjust the health bars and shit.
Custom games, innit? Yeah, that would be fun. You know what? They should really do that. Like do custom games. Just call it like just custom games, innit?
Where you can just do mad things, like just like, you know what I mean? Just mess about, like you know what I mean?
Maybe you have a mode where you can, if they have rage arts, for example, get rid of rage arts or rage drives, so there's no rage.
Yeah, like stuff like that. Like you could literally take things out of the game. Like no rage mode, and it's a custom game, so you can just play. Like yo, like you know what I mean. Like man could be like, oh yeah, what you think you bad? Yeah, let's turn off rage and see who wins. Like you know, like things like that. Like that would be sick.
That would be sick,
innit?
No, but
they're like, oh what you robbed me? Yeah, watch first to 5 no rage right now.
Yeah. That
would be sick.
Imagine you can do like special like streams. It's like, okay, cool, we're doing like a no rage tournament, like no rage art tournament.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly that.
Oh, custom games will be sick.
No rage. You could do things like you could take out the combo extension, so like no bounce, no screws, like straight Tekken 5 combos, like you know what I mean? Like you could do things like that. That would be cold. That would be cold, man.
That is actually,
you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, you could take out, like, bro, I don't know, man. You could just, I don't know, you could, like, buff movement to, like, mad extent. Like, everyone's got a mad backlash. I don't know. Like, you could do bare things in it. Like, you should, like, I reckon they should give us some flexibility to, like, mess about. Because that, you know, that kind of stuff, that adds a lot of replayability to the game. Well, like, a lot of people loved Halo 3 because, like, because of like the way you could mess with the game, like you could like obviously the custom games, you could make your own stages, you could change like loads of things, like the speed of that you run, like how, you know what I mean, like you could do loads of things
or something like that. Like,
yeah, there was loads of things you could do on Halo, so everyone loved it. So it's like,
you know what they should do as well, yeah.
Custom games is definitely a thing, though.
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense.
That's replayability to the game, and it's so easy to do. It just gives, like, you know what I mean? Because no one cares. That's not how the game's gonna run competitively.
Exactly.
That's just for fun, and it's just like, if you just give us access to like modify the game, like, you know what I mean? Like, it would give so much replayability to the game, and it would 100%. It would just make it more fun. There'll be more things to do. A problem with Tekken 7 right now is like, you've got ranked, you've got player match, and then you've got nothing. That's it.
No, legit. No, but this is what I was saying. This is what I was saying earlier. It's like they definitely need to add more. Therefore, a lot of the single player game modes as well. But that stuff like that, custom games, like having different divisions for ranked. Do you know what I'm saying? That's really fun.
And it's so easy to do, though. That's the thing. It's not hard to do that.
Yeah, no, they can definitely do that.
So easy to do that.
You know what they should do as well? They should have... You see how the lobby system is, now, yeah? They should make it like fighters. So in fighters, you can have like... So let's say, for example... Let's say there's 6 man in a lobby, yeah? They have it so like 2 man can fight, and then another 2 man can fight, then another 2 man can fight.
Yeah, they should do that. They need to buff the lobby system. And for the love of God, yeah, bring back fucking... the replays that where you can like in Tekken 6, bro, you could literally, I could go on the leaderboard, search
and see someone's replay.
Yeah, and just look at it like you can on Street Fighter. Why is that gone? Like, why the hell is that gone? You could go to the top 10 last players, click their profile, and then boom,
latest game or something.
Watch their replays. Why can't you do that? Like, we've got replays, but they're not public.
Public replays, yeah.
Yeah, and what that does is that gives so much content for the content creators as well, because everyone has access to the replays. What they do in Street Fighter is there's channels dedicated to like, basically they go on your replays and fucking steal your matches and put it on YouTube. And so like say if like Daigo's done a 1st to 3 with Takedo, like just in a lobby, like some guy will just literally go on there, get that 1st to 3. And then
Excuses, GB, and all them people.
And then they'll just put it on there. But I think that's actually good for the game, because it's just like it's just content that people would want to watch. So like, let's say Knee's gone on, and on top of that, they need to like in the lobby system, I feel like they should make it like Street Fighter as well, where you can like set it to like a 1st to 3, 1st to 5, stuff like that. And then so like, the content creators can literally, like, say Knees played flipping, I don't know, Kokoma in a 1st to 5, and then, like, you know what I mean, you could just go on there, watch the replays, and then people can just upload that on YouTube, and then, you know what I mean, like, it's just
you know what's funny?
way better for the content.
You know what's funny?
This is my last game.
Do you know what's funny about that? You know, they literally have the skeleton for that already in Tekken 7 with what they have now, the replay, because you know how basically now, like, it automatically saves your last 30 games. Just have that. Literally just have that, but make it public. That's literally all they have to do. And then literally...
They just need to make it public, that's it. I don't know why they didn't make it public like it was before.
Yeah, make it public. And then what you can do as well, if you want to save a specific game or whatever, then you can save them. And then people can still save games.
Yeah, and like the thing is, like, bro, they had this in Tekken 6. This is what I'm saying. Like,
Had what?
The replay.
They had the replay thing in Tekken 6.
Oh, yeah.
Where you could literally just go onto someone's profile, go on the leaderboards and all that, and people's profiles, and look at people's replays. Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
They don't understand online, though. I don't think they understand online.
But why did they get rid of that? Everyone loved that, and it's just like Street Fighter's got it. So like, you know what I mean, it works for Street Fighter. So like, you know what I'm saying, bro? They've got Street Fighter character in the flipping game, so it's just like, bro, at least, you know what I mean? Why are we going backwards? Why are we taking things away? Like, this is what I'm saying. Like if they literally look at Tekken 6 and what Tekken 6 did well, because one of the Tekken 6, one of the worst things about Tekken 6 was the netcode. The netcode was terrible, but the actual structure of the game was amazing. So I feel like they should literally look at that kind of stuff and then put it back. Maybe allow story mode characters like Devil Kazumi. Oh, you mean like what, in custom games? Yeah, that'll be jokes.
That'll be jokes in custom games.
Like Azazel and that. Junpachi. Yeah, that'll be jokes. Like only in custom games you can use them if you allow them, kind of thing. And I feel like as well, like you should have to unlock that somehow. Like you know what I mean? You should have to unlock the ability to use that character in custom games. Like you know what I mean? Like just make it more fun. Do you know what I mean? Make challenges and all that shit.
Yeah, and you know what? I think custom games is like they something they have to add now. Now that I'm thinking about that, would actually bring so much replayability.
They're not gonna add it, but I'm just saying it would be so easy to add it.
We can do it, man. Listen, we're showing.
They're not gonna add it, bro.
We're showing them this podcast.
They ain't smart enough, bro.
Nah, we're showing this podcast, man. It's alright.
Fam, you really think they're gonna add it? They ain't gonna.
Yeah,
add it.
at Harada right now on the on the what?
Bro, if you think Harada cares what we say, bro?
Of course he does, man. You know,
Fam, he's got a shirt saying "Don't ask me for shit."
I'll ask him. What's he gonna do?
Oh my god.
It's hard. Not gonna lie, practice mode kind of sucks compared to other games. It's hard to adapt sequences or recreate certain scenarios. No, you know what they should do?
What happened to online practice mode? They had that in Tekken Tag 2. Why did they get rid of that?
Yeah, that needs to be a thing as well. Or maybe
why did they get rid of that? Just like deep it. Why did they get rid of online practice mode? Why?
I don't know, bro.
I'm just asking you a simple question.
Budget. I don't know, bro.
Budget? Like,
I don't know,
it wouldn't be that hard.
I don't know, bro.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna have to jet, man. I wish I could stay. But I gotta do some stuff, man.
Yeah, no.
Do you
worry,
think, man?
man.
Catch you in a bit, bro.
I'll catch you in a bit, bros. Appreciate you, lot, man. Thank you, thank you.
Safe.
Right, yeah, man.
Sorry, guys. I literally have to go.
Yeah, no. What was I gonna say?
So,
Flipping.
I thought I'd stream a little bit today and show you.
Right, hold on. Let me kick Jay out.
Yeah, I gotta go. I'll be back on tomorrow though, so I'll probably.
Alright, cool. Yeah, you can hear me, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the practice. I think with the practice mode, I think definitely bringing that online practice mode. That's definitely should be a thing. I do like the punish. I think the punishment. The punishment training should be better. I think it's kind of limited. Yeah,
the punishment training should definitely be better. It's good that it's in the game, I suppose, but
they should make it so like you can customize like. You can cut like you know how you can obviously like set the bot to do whatever. You should do that, but also have like a punishment guide for it as well at the same time, innit? So that you can, because some of the strings that they have on there are not even strings that people use like in the game. Do you know what I'm saying? So they should. I think they should update the. They should definitely update the thing a bit more.
Yeah, I think they could do a lot of stuff with that as well. To be fair. Yeah, there's a few things, man. There's a few things. I'm trying to think, like, because I've had like a few ideas for a while, of what they could do.
That's really good, man.
The rank system definitely needs an overhaul. I reckon. Yeah, the lobby system.
Shout out Jay for the host. Appreciate it, man. Safe, man. Yeah, catch you in a bit, Jay, man. Appreciate for jumping in as well. Appreciate it, man.
Safe.
Yeah, man. But yeah, no, you know what? There's so much they can actually do with Tekken. There's actually a lot of now. You know what? I'm glad you came in because you actually came up with a lot of really good ideas.
Safe, bro.
No, 100%.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to use my brain out here, but Benzo to use their brain. You know what I mean?
What are you saying? Get you on the dev team, yeah. Get you on the dev.
Bro, if I was on the dev team, bro, it would be a long day.
You remove Lars. Actually, don't go on the dev team. You remove Lars from the game. That'll be dead.
Lars will be gone, fam. Gone. Man's just looking at the character select screen like, yo, where is he? Looking left to right, up and down. Like, yo, bro, I'm sorry, bro.
Where's my mic? Where's my mic volume? My mic's on max, you know. Let me turn down.
Tournament mode needs fixing. Why? What's wrong with tournament mode? Oh yeah, another thing that I'll do, a very simple thing, is you know when the game like starts, like you know how it's defaulted to 2 rounds. I'll just default it to 3 rounds. Why is it defaulted to 2 rounds? This is not a 2-round game. No. It never will be a 2-round game. So why, when you start the game, are you on flipping 2 rounds?
I think tournament. I don't know what would I think tournament mode is I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with tournament mode. I just think it's a bit
3v3 like team battles. Yeah, that kind of stuff would be sick. Like having like team battles like in lobbies would be sick.
Mm.
Like so, like.
It's
What I'm on about. What T-Pack said is good, but online team battle.
Yeah. Because I mentioned.
Why is there not online team battle?
No,
that is like the easiest thing they could do, and it would be sick.
I mentioned this, to be fair, I mentioned this before you jumped in. I was saying definitely bring that like team battle, and I imagine they had like a tag mode as well, like as a mode.
No.
Maybe as a mode.
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
Bruv, if it's a Tekken game that's not tag, leave tag out of it. When it's a tag game, leave solo out of it. It's not a solo game. No, man. Fuck all of that, bro. The game's not gonna. No, man. No, don't just bring in a tag mode for the sake of it. Like, no, just wait for tag free in it. I don't agree with that at all. But yeah, an online team mode would be sick. Like where you could have like 3 people, like 6 man in the lobby. And you know what I mean? Like a format where it's like 3v3. Like that would be sick. Cause like that would bring a lot of like online tournaments, and like that would be like mad hype in it. And on top of that, you should be able to do it offline as well. But yeah.
Yeah, man. No, you know what? There's actually a lot of ideas as well, man. What about you know what I was thinking? Maybe in the game, like like kind of Apex. I mean not Apex. Overwatch kind of does this. Like so, if there's like a tournament going on, there's like a live feature where you can actually like it actually either sends you a link to go watch like games live, or maybe just have a way where you can like watch like major tournaments like in the game maybe or something like that. I think that would be interesting as well. In
the game?
Yeah, or like they give you like news on like tournaments that are coming up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they definitely should have a news bar where it's like, this tournament's coming up. You know, make it, you know what I mean? Like advertise like what Tekken's doing. Oh yeah, the TWT finals is here.
Shout out Lisa for the follow, by the way.
Like they should have a news bar with all of that kind of stuff, to be fair. Yeah, and obviously a good tutorial mode as well.
Yes,
obviously.
They need to make a good tutorial mode, man. Like a
obviously.
One. You know, obviously, I know like Tekken's one of them games where it has a lot of like nuances and details, but you don't have to make the tutorial mode that detailed. Just make it like the basics, so people just understand how the game works, like on a basic level. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that the game has no tutorial mode is outrageous.
I feel like one of the reasons why they couldn't really make a tutorial mode in this game is one, the budget, but second of all, this game's mad inconsistent, so they can't. Like it would be hard for them to make a tutorial mode because people will catch them out on loads of things where it's like they'll be like, oh yeah, this, that, the other works, but then in the game, like there's so many examples of it not working. But this is why I've said that, like I actually think the direction that they should go in my opinion, this is just my opinion, but I feel like they should universalize punishment. Pretty much, and hear me out on this.
Yeah, elaborate on that one. I was about to say elaborate.
So basically, Lydia has every punish from she has every frame from 10 to 15 while standing and standing. I feel like this game would be better if every character was designed that way. So it would actually make it so like. Basically, there is a universal system of punishment, so you could actually explain the punishment better, and every character will have a punish for every major frame, basically. It's like I feel like that would be much better than this character has every punish, but Gigas only has 1, 2, and down 2, and then this character has good punishment, but then your other character can't punish this, that, the other. I feel like that's very hard for like people that are getting into the game to like understand and like grasp. Whereas like I feel like on top of it being more easier to understand than explaining in tutorial mode, I feel like it would actually help with the risk reward issue in Tekken, because I feel like there's a big risk reward issue in Tekken as well, where there's just some things that are too the risk reward is skewed, and it's definitely skewed against certain characters as well. So I feel like if you had that, if you universalize it, it would actually stop a lot of this. Like, I can just throw out this move and there's not much you can do about it. And it would
in terms of like very bad matchups or stuff like that.
Yeah, and it would take away from the bad matchups, and it would also make people play in a way that's better for the viewers. Actually, no one wants to see someone throwing out this launcher over and over again because
that person can't punish it.
Yeah, properly, exactly. So I feel like it would that would actually help the game a lot. But that's just my opinion. Some people say, "Oh, it would take the uniqueness away from the game."
No, I was literally about to say that because obviously people in my chat are saying they don't agree with that because they feel like it will get rid of like legacy characters and make the game too simple. Now,
I don't think it would though. But I don't think it would because I feel like you can make characters. I feel like you can make characters unique in other ways apart from punishment.
Because I was just thinking now. So let's say, for example, let's say you have a Lars 15 frame while standing launcher. I mean, let's say you have a Lars whilst 15 frame that's like launches, but then someone else's doesn't launch. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's still 15 frames, so they still punish.
It's not
exactly. The same level.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying. You can balance it that way.
So you can balance it that way. Yeah. That'll make that.
Everybody has. Everybody has a frame.
Yeah, basically everyone has something, can it?
A 15 frame. Whereas, yours might not launch or whatever, but for the most part, everyone has that frame. So it's just like. There's not you know what I mean? Because when it comes to newcomers and that, it's hard for them to understand.
Yeah, it's like that now. Like look at Leo's while standing 4 compared to regular people's. I was gonna say his is way stronger. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it can work. It's not like you can make it so you can balance it where for example, let's say Marduk has a 15 frame, but it's not a launcher, but other characters is a launcher. Do you know what I'm saying? So you can balance it in that way. I think that's the idea. But
at least you'll have a 12, a 13, a 14. Why does at this point it's just it's kind of why does Lydia have every single punish and some character? You know what I mean? It's kind of why? It's just if they universalized it, I feel like it would be actually better for the game, and it would actually it would result in better gameplay and an easier to understand game, which will actually combat the issue that they're having of people are finding it hard to get into Tekken. But what they're doing to combat that is just buffing everything, nerfing the movement, which is the things that everyone, the higher level players love about Tekken.
Yeah,
but the thing is, the higher level players are what keep Tekken running.
Yeah,
the higher level. So
they need to not nerf the movement, man.
This is what I mean. That they're going down that route. Whereas I feel like if they go down the route of universalizing punishment, just punishment, not every character's tools, but the punishment in a way, I feel like that would combat the lot of I
think that's a really good idea, man. Just don't obviously make everyone's frames just not different in it. So I was saying, maybe someone's 12 frame launcher knocks down, but the other one doesn't. Or do you know what I'm saying? But everyone has one, if that makes sense. I do like that idea. I think that can actually work. Because then
I feel like it could work and it would be good for the game.
Yeah, because at least for newer players, they'd be like, okay, cool. I know if he does this move, I can do this.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? And I think it'd be good for newcomers as well. But then not also take away from the pro players or people at higher level as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because then, for example, you can even still counterplay. So, for example, let's say that let's say Lydia is the next game, and she has a good 12 frame. She has a move that's -12. You can pick a character that has a better -12 punish than another character.
Exactly.
You know
but at least every character has one.
Yeah. So you still kind of can have do counter picks in certain aspects of certain matchups. So.
And you know what? You know how this would tie in. It will tie into the punishment tutorial system as well.
Yeah.
So that would make that even more easier to do. And obviously the thing is, this is not universalizing with punishment. This is a universalizing block punishment.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. And it's also not you know what I mean, every range as well. But it's just you know what I mean. At least there's a universalized system that people can get on board with. Do you know what I mean? So. Yeah.
Another thing.
I mean, every character has one common universal thing about it. What do you mean? Anyway, carry on.
No, I was gonna say. So So obviously, I know usually in every Tekken they kind of add a new mechanic. So for example, I think was it Tekken 6 where they added the bound mechanic? Yeah, bound, and then obviously Tekken 7 they added the screw mechanic. Do you think they're gonna add a new mechanic in Tekken 8? Or do you think they're gonna keep what it is now? Because I was thinking, imagine they have it where you have bound and screw, but you can only use one in a combo. So then it makes combos more like you have to optimize your combos more. So for example, if you're closer to the wall, maybe you'll go for a bound combo instead of a screw. Do you know what I'm saying? And if you're further away, then maybe you go for a screw instead of a bound. I think that would be quite interesting to have both, and then you have like the options to do 2 types of different combos.
I feel like
if you get what I'm saying,
I feel like they could do that, and it's a good idea, but I don't think they will. I feel like what they're actually gonna do is just make a new one.
A new one, but I'm thinking if they make a new, how would they even? What would they do? Like, because I'm thinking
they'll figure it out, innit? Like, there's ones where like I've seen like mods where they do like weird ones where it's like it's kind of like a bound, but it's not. Like, they'll figure it out. Like, we'll just have to wait and see with that one. Yeah. But like, I feel like they're just gonna do a new one. They're rather gonna do a new one, or they're gonna take it away completely.
Nah, I don't know. If
so it'll be like Tekken 5 combos again.
I don't think they'll do that though. I just think because people, I think for casual watchers or people like combos. You know what I'm saying? Like, people like combos. I think they'll definitely add something to have combos. Yo, Wagwan Sensei was good. I don't think they'll have some sort of like combo thing, but I think honestly, I think they should just add bound and screw, but you can only do one. I think that would be amazing. Like, can you
I don't think they're gonna do that though.
Yeah.
And I feel like that would be way too hard to balance. That'd be way too hard to balance, personally, and it would also mess with the Okazemi system as well. Like, I get your idea, but I just feel like it's not.
It depends how it's
implemented. That would happen.
Yeah, obviously, we're just obviously speculating. We don't know. Like I just think that would be a good idea.
I think they're gonna do a new one. That's what I personally think.
I wonder what if they do a new one. I'll be very curious to see how they'll do it, or what it would be.
I don't know how it would work either, but it's just like they'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. They're gonna do a new one.
Yeah, I'll assume they'll probably do a new one, but I can't think of what it would be. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't even know what it would look like. So they'll probably figure out as well, man. Let's talk about okay. What do you think about power crushes in the game? Do you
get rid of them?
Get rid of them completely.
Yeah. That's my stance on power crushes, and I'm not gonna say anything more.
Yeah, I think power. You know what I don't like about power crushes? Like something like the balancing between power crushes is just silly. Like, you've got power crushes like Bobs and Coonies, and then you've got other power crushes that are like Lars's, which is just not as like, it's just weird. Like they're not. It's just not balanced at all. Like, people.
I don't think it's good for the game. And the thing is, I feel like in a real match, I feel like it's hard to always calculate the frames where you can't get power crushed, if that makes sense. So like, it's in a real match, obviously, like, you know, it's fast paced. Tekken's a fast paced game. You're moving in and out. Moves come out of nowhere in it.
Yeah.
And like in this game, like, because power crushes like start up on like a certain frame or whatever, like, I feel like it's very hard in a match to like always stay frame tight enough to not get power crushed. So I feel like that option being there is just quite random, if that makes sense. Like, you can do it, but it's very hard to like not, you know what I mean? Like, it's very hard to consistently not get hit by things like that. And then on top of that, like, the fact that it's in the game and they're combining it with other mechanics, I feel is very stupid. Like, because like, look at Asuka's power crush. It's a power crush. It's a wall bounce. It's safe on block.
Stuff like that. Like the balancing of it is weird, man. It just doesn't make sense.
They're not balancing it properly, and it's just like, bruh, like, I just don't feel like it's good for the game where, like, you know, someone can just be pressured and it's just like, okay, I'm gonna just do this and like I can get this mad reward out of it. Like, it's just like, I don't feel like, I feel like you should be rewarded for being, like, I feel like you should be rewarded more for being on offense and winning. I feel like Street Fighter 5 and Tekken 7 are they reward people too much for losing. If that makes sense. Like,
I know what you mean. Like, there's a lot of
why are you rewarded? Why are you rewarded so much for being put into rage? Like, because you get put into rage, and now characters are becoming the most dangerous that they could. They literally become from what they are to like a boss character sometimes, just because they got put in rage. And it's just like, I don't feel like that's good, because you was losing, you got outplayed to get there, and just because you got outplayed, now you have, like, you know how it is in Tekken 7, you get licked down by one thing, it's like 70% in rage. So it's just like, I could have the life lead technically 70%, but this because you've been put into rage, like I don't really have the life lead anymore because all you have to do is find this tiny opportunity that they can force onto you, and now you've completely lost the life lead or maybe even died in certain situations.
Yeah,
and I feel like that's not good because it's just like you're actually incentivized to not take your opponent's life bar down to certain point.
Yeah, like you like because there's literally times where I've been playing and I'm like, okay,
and you don't want to put your opponent in rage.
Yeah, so I'm like, cool. I have to kill him in a one like he might be just before rage.
Or you have to show him respect that he doesn't deserve.
Yeah. No,
and then they can start running their mix-ups, and it's just like I don't feel like that's good. And it's the same with Street Fighter 5 where it's like you could be out neutraling someone, and then because you've been battering them, boom, they get V-trigger, and it's like boom, they now have the upper hand because they was losing. And then like some characters V-triggers are better than others, so then you lose your health now. Then you're beating V-trigger, but your V-trigger isn't as good as that V-trigger, and then or that V-trigger counters your V-trigger, and then it's just like because you was winning, you basically put yourself in a position where it's very easy to lose. And it's the same with Tekken. It's like, you know, because you was winning, like you put yourself in a position where like they got rage drives, and some get rage drives are better than others or whatnot. And it's just like, you know what I mean? I feel like it's too. I feel like Pyrocross just adds to that.
I think you know what, with this actually, let's touch on the rage, like the rage stuff. Now, I'll be honest, I don't know, like. I was saying either keep rage drives or get rid. I was saying either keep rage drives or rage arts. Yeah, like I don't think they should have both. I don't know.
I feel like you should only have one.
Yeah, you should have one. You know,
I feel like it's too much.
I feel
like it's Karen.
Yeah, sorry, no, I just came up with it. So I was gonna say, like with rage arts, I think they should remove the armor of rage arts. I think that's very scrubby.
Yeah.
I think you should only be able to do rage arts in combos. Personally, because like
or as a whiff punish.
Oh, as a whiff punish, exactly. Now, because obviously, you still have to think about somewhat of the like rage arts are cool to see. You know, I think one thing they should make the rage arts a lot cooler, personally. But I think like rage arts are cool to see. You know, cinematic move. You know what I mean? I think that's fine to keep, but get rid of
mash
the armor.
To it.
Yeah, like, you need skill. Have some sort of skill to use it. You know what I'm saying? Like you should use it. But another thing, what they can do is if they want to keep rage arts, rage drives as well, make it so you can only pick one or the other, like in the character select. So maybe you might want to use your character's rage drive, but they don't have a rage art or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe is another thing they can do as well. But I think I
feel like they should universalize it, the system, so it's just like it's rather rage arts or rage drives. Or obviously, I feel like in Tekken 8 anyway, they're gonna have a new rage, mechanic. But I feel like there should only be one, because I feel like the issue with Tekken 7 is like you got rage drives, but you also have rage arts. So what you want to do is you want to pressure your opponent so they can't use their broken rage drive, and you pressure your opponent, and then you put yourself at risk of getting rage arted. But if you show respect, so you don't get rage arted, they now have a free opportunity to use the rage drive. The issue with that is a lot of these rage drives are plus on block, so now they get advantage. They get advantage because they was losing again. So it's like I like there's so many times where I'll be playing Marduk, and like I get put into rage, and it's just like I actually get a boost. It's like bro, like I'm more likely to win now than I was. It's like, bro, you put me in rage and I'm just sitting there grinning like, okay, what am I gonna do to him now? Like, bro, you know what I mean? God forbid he whiffs, because then I'm gonna kill you with a rage drive combo. And then if they try and pressure me, so I don't use Marduk's rage drive, sometimes I can just lick off a rage art and then take 50%. You know what I mean? It's just like there's so many easy routes to win just because I was losing. Like I should have had to earn my victory. I shouldn't have. I should be punished for losing, and that would make a better game. I shouldn't be rewarded with all these options because I was losing.
Yeah. So Z the CEO said if rage art didn't have armor, they will no longer be a rage art. What do you mean though? Like rage arts don't have to have armor. Like they don't really know. You can use rage arts in combos. Just using a combo.
Each time I'm there, it's practice mode talking about balance.
Like,
Shyko's doing a podcast right now, Doug. So
Yeah, Rage, like, I'll be honest, Rage Arts actually don't need to have armor. Like, there's actually no reason for it to have armor. It's not necessary. I mean, you actually think about it. Like, the armor doesn't add anything to the Rage Art. It just makes it so. If anything, it's more.
You can get free wins by making one soft ass read. Because like you don't even have to read that they're gonna do a high or a mid or anything like that. You literally
or low. It's like
or a grab, like
armors everything.
Literally, it beats everything apart from blocking. So it's like the only counterplay to it is block.
There's no skill to using a Rage Art, realistically.
Yeah.
The only thing is if you block it, you die. But still, it's like there's no skill to it. Whereas if you make it so there's just no armor, and you either you can use it in a combo or you do it on a whiff punish. Just make them a bit faster. You can use it on a whiff punish, maybe, if anything. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I think. I mean, if they're gonna keep Rage Arts, I think that's what they should. I think they will keep Rage Arts, to be fair, because it's just like a cinematic thing, innit?
I feel like they will keep Rage Arts, but I feel like they should balance it. Or they might
change it or have a new mechanic that's similar to Rage Art or something like that. Maybe.
I feel like Power Crushes should go. I really don't think Power Crushes should stay, but you don't know what they're gonna do with it.
Maybe Power Crushes might not stay. I think they might. If anything, I think they might get rid of Power Crushes. I think Power Crushes were the main thing. They probably is the most realistic thing they'll probably get rid of.
It will be weird for a 2-second freeze to be interrupted by a jab. But the thing is, that happens anyway, though, when people's life are too low. So, like, the thing is, you would see it a lot less as well if there was no armor, because they wouldn't just be doing random Rage Arts, would they? So you wouldn't see that 2-second freeze and then them getting hit by the jab, because they wouldn't just use it like that. That would literally just be them killing themselves. Yeah. Like if they took away the armor from Rage Arts, they would use it rather in combos or as a whiff punish. Yeah. They wouldn't just randomly do it.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't even see that weird, quote unquote, weird situation happening.
Zeta Zero said, I promise you, Rage Arts will have less benefit or power without absorbing damage. I don't agree with that. I mean, even if you make it so, even if you just adjust the scaling of it so it does like a set damage,
what did he say? They would have less benefit
or power without absorbing damage. I don't agree. I don't.
They would have less benefit or power. So basically, he's saying Rage Arts would be weaker if you took the armor off. Which they would be weaker.
Well, yeah, but even if you make it so it does that, even in a combo, it does a set damage. It doesn't like. I just don't think the armor's.
And I also don't agree with the lower health you've got, the more damage the Rage Art does. So the more you got punched up, the more you got out neutral, the more you got out poked, the higher your robbery factor is.
Yeah.
From one read.
Yeah. I don't think Rage Arts are overpowered at the moment. Rage is probably the bigger issue. No, but you know
how is Rage more of an issue than Rage Art?
I think it's Rage. The thing is with Rage Arts, it's just scrubbing. Like, look at me. Like, I've seen so many times in tournaments, guys getting pressured in the corner and then Rage Art and then wins. Like, it's great. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
just because you know he was gonna press, but they have to pressure you so you get a chance to use your Rage Drive.
This is what I'm saying, is because remember you got Rage Drives as well, so it's like.
So I just feel like the whole system of the game is just like, it's literally designed to reward you for losing.
Yeah, or for comebacks. For basically
whereas like you shouldn't. So that means a lot of players are actually out here losing a lot, and then making one opportunity out of losing and winning first to two. Remember, first to two set isn't long. 1 round is the difference between a big placing and a lot of money. And because you was winning that round, you now gave your opponent loads of different options and loads of different ways to play with you mentally to win. And it's just like, that's not fair. You should be rewarded for winning. Look at Street Fighter 6. You get rewarded for winning.
I agree. You get rewarded for winning. It does feel like you're facing the final boss, but that makes it fun to me. See, again, maybe this is coming from like obviously because I play competitively. I don't think that's fun. Again, this might be a whole maybe casual.
Fun,
I don't think that's fun. Like,
nobody finds it. You're not having fun when you've been 50% Rage Arted.
Yeah, like it's not.
You're not having fun. Don't cap it. No one has fun getting.
I don't think that's fun. Like, there's so many times I'm out like playing someone and I die to a Rage. Do you know how many times I get upset?
Rage Drives need nerfs. Why can Akuma do jab into teleport? Because he can do that in Street Fighter.
Because you can do it in Street Fighter. Yeah.
Teleport's a special move, and he can special cancel his jab. Yeah, Flip overs and ballerina spins should go. Flip over should go. I agree. I don't like flip over system at all.
Well, like you saying like okay, like when you hit them on the ground, they flip over.
Yep. Like, cause like it just gives like just loads of situations where like you just have to guess and guess.
Yeah.
It's just like
that's another thing. I hope with Tekken 8 that I hope it's much more. And I know you're gonna be surprised when I say this, but I do hope it's more neutral based though. So it's like it's not so much like guessing all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think a big way they can do that is just buff the movement, make sidestepping much more like effective. Like I still think they can have homing moves, but just make it
100%.
Yeah, but just make it so like movement's just better, man. Like
I feel like I feel like that's the identity of Tekken, and I feel like the devs are kind of like they're trying. Like, I don't think they realize how much of Tekken's identity lies in the neutral and movement and stuff. So I feel like they should kind of like reinforce that, because like that's what Tekken is, and that's what a lot of people find. That's why a lot of people play Tekken. A lot of people would rather play Tekken. Remember, it also like obviously because it's a 3D fighter as well. Yeah. The movement like being like that is, and like the neutral, it feels like, you know what I mean. You're actually like, it feels like. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of fighting, whereas like in like
it's like it's 3D. Like I get you.
Yeah,
I know exactly what you
like,
mean.
Yeah, like it's hard to explain, but you know what I mean. But like, whereas like they would rather play that than like play like Street Fighter or something, or one of these 2D games where it's guess,
like,
and
like,
it
fight,
just
like,
walk forward and back.
Perfect example that fighters is like fighters is literally guess, bro. Like you get hit with a fuzzy mix up, bro, and then you're taking like 80% health. Like that's literally fighters. Whereas I think Tekken needs to definitely be more like neutral based, so it's like cool.
That's the identity of Tekken, like that, and that's what people like about Tekken.
I can step out of this move, and you know what I'm saying. But then also still keep holding you, so it still can stop people from just stepping everything. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that would be a perfect balance. Honestly.
Yeah. Yo, man, like Lude, dance because of
Knee demonstrated that fighting style. Exactly. Like, look at Knee. Like Knee was using a lot of movement in the grand finals, like when he was in the finals. You know what I'm saying? So like, you can see that it's
people
still
enjoyed watching that.
And it was enjoyable. You know what I'm saying?
People enjoyed watching that. I'll go as far to say it's pretty easy to realize that a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people more enjoyed watching that than obviously 2Ds throwing fireballs and like Coonies flying across the screen, neutral skipping. Like watching Knee like out fundamental people with movement and stuff like that. Like it felt like the old days. Like, you know what I mean? It felt like you know what I mean? And it was good to see him win that way. But, you know what I mean? Like, that's very entertaining as well, because you can see the skill that goes into it. But, like, a lot of these characters are taken away from that, and it's not really that hard. Like, people don't really like to watch it that much. That's why a lot of these characters are getting a lot of hate. Do you know what I mean? And so, you know. But, yeah, buffing the movement would solve a lot. It would solve a lot of issues, but it depends on whether they're going to do it, because obviously this is like the best-selling Tekken in forever, and they nerfed the movement, so they might think they're going in a good direction. Yeah.
So, I mean, I think, you know what? I do think like they know like some of the stuff that we're not happy with. Yeah, personally, so I really do think they should bring back the movement aspect, because I think, you know what it is as well. Movement, like moving actually separates like the pro, like the good, like good play from the pros. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, because even when I remember I was watching that old EVA, you know, it was like Knee versus JDCR, like this, like season 1, fam. But you know how much movement was in the game? Like, it just made it look sick. Like, it was just, you know what I'm saying? So, definitely,
and he looks sick. It's good to watch, and he's more skillful.
Yeah, man, 100%, 100%, 100%, man. Yeah, man. Nah, definitely, man. Like, definitely, I think they should definitely buff the movement in Tekken 8. I think that's another good thing. But yeah, let me speak to the chat. There's anything you lot wish you lot would like in Tekken 8 we can discuss. I think we've touched a lot of stuff. I think the main, you know what, Dante, I really loved the custom games idea, and like the division system. So like you can have like first to freeze, like first.
Say that again, bro. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I like your idea with like the custom games and like the division. So you can have like, you can either in ranked, you can either do first to twos, first to threes, or deathmatch. I do like that. I think that's really good. No 2Ds and no.
They ain't gonna do it though.
No 2Ds, no 2D. Yeah, the thing is, if because again, let's like guest characters made Tekken a lot of money. We're just gonna keep it a buck. They made them a lot of money. Like it was very popular. A lot of people bought the game and stuff because of the guest characters in it. So they're definitely gonna have. I definitely think they're gonna still have this guest characters in Tekken 8. I think the thing is they just have to balance 2Ds properly. I think that's it. And it might be hard. Like I'd rather them not be in there, but if they are gonna be in there, they just have to balance them properly. Either give a character.
They're not gonna balance them properly. They don't know how to balance them. They've proven time and time again that they have no idea how to balance 2Ds. So why have them in the game? There was guests. They don't, bro. They don't need to be in the game. Imagine this, Shaiko. Imagine this, yeah. Like seriously, imagine this. I'm not joking when I say this. Yeah, Street Fighter 5 Evo top 8. 3 of their top characters in 3 of the characters on winner side are Tekken characters.
No, I hear what you're saying. No, I hear what you're saying.
You're laughing, but like, I'm being deadly serious.
Yeah.
Like, imagine 3 of their winner side top 8 at Evo finals is Tekken characters, and they can sidestep and do death fists, and they can sidestep, but the other characters can't.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I get what you're
saying.
Saying.
Bruv, like it's a problem.
Yeah,
it's a problem. It doesn't make the game look good. I really like nobody is looking at Tekken 7 Evo finals and thinking, yo, it's so sick that there's 3 2Ds in flipping winner side. No one, bro. No one likes that. No one. That's just. It makes the game look bad. It makes the developers look like they don't know what they're doing with these characters, and
no, I get
it's not fun to watch. It's a Tekken game.
Yeah, I don't think 2D mechanics don't work in a 3D game.
Like, bro, Tekken's a very old school game. You know, like, bro, your dad probably knows about Tekken. These people know about Tekken, and it's a very old school game, bro. When they see, if they saw that tournament, and they'll think, what the fuck is going on? What happened to Horang and and this, bro? They're seeing, man, what happened to Eddie Gordo? What happened, bro? And they're seeing Geese Howard throwing fireballs and doing meter cancels. They'll be like, what the fuck is this? And they'll see that there's so many of them in there, and they'll be like, bro, this game's lost it. Like, they'll be like, what the fuck's going on? This ain't Tekken.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, that doesn't make the game look good at all. Like, so I just don't think, like, they're not good for the game. Remove them.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you know what? Maybe
we've had enough of it.
Yeah, 2D mechanics probably just don't work for 3D game. I don't think it works.
They don't.
You have to make them 3D characters. I think you just have to make them 3D characters.
Exactly.
Honestly. Rank decay. Yeah, we discussed that as well. We definitely have rank decay. But I was saying, like, have it so, like, for example, every season you go back, like in like Yu-Gi-Oh! If you play like other games where it's like you go back to a certain rank, and then you just have to rank up again every season or something like that. We discussed that as well. I meant crossplay was the first thing I mentioned. Crossplay was the first thing I mentioned.
You would like homing moves removed?
Huh? No, keep homing moves. Keep homing moves.
No.
Buff the movement.
Why would you remove homing moves?
Keep buff the movement, but keep homing moves. 100%.
Exactly.
I think that's fair. That's calm. I think homing moves are fair. Do you think the TGO grind was too much?
No.
No,
bro,
but
that's not even close to what it is on Street Fighter, bro. You know the effort it takes to get Warlord on Street Fighter.
No, I heard it's a long thing. Yeah,
different levels, fam. Different levels.
The problem with the TGO grind is that people just because the way ranked is set up, people just cherry pick to get TGO. That was the problem with it.
You know what I think as well, yeah. Personally, I feel like the way, obviously, because you know you've got the prowess and all that.
Yeah.
Fuck the prowess off. I feel like it should be everyone's competing for the #1 spot. So like there'd be the #1 player in the world, #2, #3, #4
for being the #1 player, bro.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Like it should go down. It should start with #1. Let's say #1's Knee. Let's just be theoretical, and then #5 is fucking, I don't know, Arslan. Yeah. And then you know what I mean, down, and it goes down. Everyone should, like, you know what I mean. So imagine like you're unranked, and then you'd be like, oh, I'm fighting #100 in the world.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like that's how it should work instead of this prowess. No one cares. Like with the prowess, it's like okay, you can see the color or whatnot or what, but you can't see like you know what I mean? Like people should be competing for like top 10 in the world. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah, no,
I feel like
mean.
that's a lot more interesting than just you
that,
play loads of characters. So
yeah, but for them to do that effectively, that would have to be netcode has to be on point, on job, because like if you're gonna
that's a given though, isn't it?
And if you make it, because if you're gonna make it crossplay as well, that means and that's why I like it. That's why I want it to be crossplay. So it's like everyone is just on the same leaderboard. Do you know what I'm saying? So you can see who the top don is in the world. It will be online, obviously, but still. But you know what I mean? My point is like you can still see who's like.
I don't think it's too much of a stretch to ask for this kind of stuff as well, because they've sold so much with this game, and they're still selling now that their next budget should be fat.
Yeah, and I said this. I've said this. I said Tekken 8 has no excuse.
No excuse
to come out bad.
Subpar.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Like it should be technically, really and truly, it should be like
replay downloads. Yeah,
the best
mentioned
fighting game
as well, actually, about the replay system. He was saying like it should be like, was it Tekken 6? You were saying the replays. So you can just view anyone's replays basically.
Yeah, there's still replays from like when I was playing Tekken 6 on there.
That's mad. But yeah,
I could watch Marco's replays from Tekken 6.
That's actually crazy, you know.
They're still on there.
And like I was saying, they literally have the skeleton for it, bro. Just make it like the replays that you have in Tech game now, like just make it so people can view like the last 30 games or 15 games, and then if you want to save specific ones, you can save specific ones, and then you can view people's saved games if they make it public or not or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they have the skeleton to do it. To be honest with you, it's like it's there, so it's very possible. Yeah, online. Yeah, we mentioned online training as well. Yeah, man. I think, bro. I think you know what, we came up with some really good ideas. Personally, I think this was a good conversation, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Like
it actually made me excited for Tekken 8, bro. If they actually were to do some of these things, I'll be honest. I'm not even gonna lie.
I don't know if they're gonna do like not even half the stuff, but we'll see what they come with.
We never know, innit? Like at the end of the day, like we don't really know what they're gonna do. Really, like
we don't know what to expect.
We don't know what to expect.
We don't even know if it's going to be Tekken 8.
Exactly.
That's the worst
I said this
part.
earlier. We don't even know if it's going to be Tekken 8. We actually don't.
We don't even know. That's the worst part.
Yeah,
we just saw Kaz's eyeball.
We just saw that good render of Kaz. And we're like, yo,
that eyeball thing looks sick though.
Yeah, bro, they look good. The game looked good, man. The game definitely looked good. But that's
they just said, you know what? They just said, get ready, with the Kaz eyeball, and then just started shaking, man, and didn't say nothing. Didn't say nothing, bro.
On the bike, you know.
I reckon it's Tekken World Tour. Tekken World Tour Finals.
Yeah. We're definitely gonna get something proper then. I think, and like I was saying to Jay earlier, I don't think he was here. That's what I was saying. I think that's why they've done this little update for the game, because just to like carry us over until Tekken 8. That's what I thought that they've done it for.
What, the balance patch?
Yeah, the balance patch thing and the new mechanics, just to carry us over until Tekken 8 comes out. But
I personally think it's because they didn't want to disappoint their fans at Evo. Because, like, obviously Street Fighter's, like, quite hot right now with the stuff that they're doing. And, like, I feel like they was like, Evo's coming up. Like, bruv, we ain't really that far into the Tekken 8 development. We don't want to announce it just yet. Like, I feel like Tekken World Tour Finals is the perfect time to announce it because Street Fighter 6 comes out, I think, April next year. Like, somewhere around there.
Yeah,
like early next year.
It's like early next year.
So obviously by that time, everything's gonna be revealed by then. All their stuff is gonna be revealed. All the characters, like everything in it. So like, if they reveal Tekken 8 at the finals, it's not gonna kind of overlap with the hype of Street Fighter, where Harada did say that he doesn't really want to overlap with the hype of Street Fighter. He wants them to have their moment pretty much. And then he wants to come and do his thing. So it makes sense to me that obviously at the World Finals they announce it then, innit? So
Womi's killing me. Man said I should be able to make Julia look like Cardi B, you know.
Look what, like what?
He said I should make Julia look like Cardi B because you're saying like customs should be better, innit?
Bro, the customs were mad in Tekken 6, fam. You had Super Mario, you had Luigi, you had flipping. Bro, you had everything, fam. Like you could make better shit, bro. It wasn't a joke. Like, fam, some of the customs you could, like, bro, I bet, like, I don't know, man. I bet if you could type in Tekken 6, like, customs, bro. People used to make the maddest shit. Like, I'm not even joking.
I saw, like, a clip, and, like, you can literally change, like, the color of, like, shoelace, bro. Like, and the shoes. It's mad. Like,
it was mad.
Everything can get customized.
Like, it was detailed as fuck, bro. April to August, somewhere between. Nah, it's not April to August. It's like the Street Fighter guys, they know in it. Like there's always they always release the Street Fighter game like at a certain time in it when they release a Street Fighter game, and like it's gonna be early next year. It's not gonna be like
let me ask you, Dante, and then everyone in chat as the last question. Then we're gonna wrap it up. When do you think let's say it is Tekken 8 that they're doing? When do you think the release date would be?
2020, early 2024.
Well, that first quarter of 2024.
Yeah. I feel like they'll give Street Fighter 6 rather. I feel like the earliest we'll get it is late 2023. But I feel like that's a bit of a, you know what I mean? I feel like, I don't know, man, because I feel like because we're not getting I feel like because they haven't announced it yet, because like we're mid 2022 right now. They haven't even announced it yet. They're gonna so if they announce it at early 2023, then I feel like it's gonna be at least a year after the announcement that we get the game. Because look at Street Fighter 6. They announced it earlier this year. And then
when was like June? When did they announce Tekken? Let me actually look it up. When did they announce?
Street Fighter 6 announced. It got announced earlier this year, innit? And then it's gonna be early next year that they're gonna get it. So it was like basically between the time that they announced it and they released it, it was a year. So I feel like it's gonna be the same for Tekken, like early 2023 announcement, and then early 2024 game. And like the other thing, the other thing is that I feel like people ain't really like realizing is like, what are they gonna do with the release?
It got announced in June. It was like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
They got announced 2 months ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, you know, it's like nearly a year, but pretty much between the announcement and the release. And the thing is, between the Tekken one, what are they gonna do? Because remember, they normally release it on arcade first. So
I don't think they're gonna do that for this second. And the reason why
Street Fighter 6 teaser was back in February. Oh,
was it February?
Well, that's what KS Boss said. So that they pretty much it's like a year.
That was a year.
Yeah.
So like, sorry to cut you, Dante. With the arcade thing, I don't think they're gonna do that. I think arcades are basically like.
They might not, but the thing is, if they're not gonna do that, what are they gonna do then? Do you think they might do a demo or something? Because remember, Tekken games always come out very unbalanced. So they let people play it and then they adjust it from there, and then they release the actual game.
They might do that. So like maybe at special events or like someone get invites to play like early release of Tekken 8 or whatever, for example, and then obviously update like that. I personally think.
Well, Street Fighter 6 is going to be February, around them times, isn't it?
I know Street Fighter is like early next year. I think for Tekken 8, it's definitely going to be either latest is like end of 2023 or like early 2024. But because again, we don't know how far into the development they've gone into this game. I know they only showed a teaser.
I don't think they're that far into it, you know.
We don't know innit, realistically. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be released on arcades first because arcades are basically dead for the most part. And even in like Japan and stuff like. I mean, obviously there's arcades in Japan, but you know what I'm saying. Like it's not as prevalent as it was before. Do you know what I mean? So I definitely think they're just going to announce it straight on like consoles and PC. By the way, I don't think it's going to be on the older generation consoles. I think it's definitely going to be on the newer ones. The console players.
You don't think it's going to be on older generation? I'm sure. I'm sure Street Fighter 6 has been announced for older generation, so I think they would do it for Tekken as well.
I don't know. I don't know. I hope not, because I don't want it to be.
Why not?
Because the only reason I don't is because I don't want like the older generations to like hinder. Because for example, if you're going to do crossplay, is it going to be a thing where like PS4 people can't crossplay with like the PC people because the technical differences and stuff?
No, they'll be able to. It
depends how they do it. It depends how they do it. So I don't know. So I don't actually know. I don't know.
They'll be able to do it. If Street Fighter 6 can pull it off, they can pull it off. Because remember, they're very close, isn't it?
Someone was saying that it wasn't meant to be on old gens, apparently. I'm sure they said it was. Apparently, Street Fighter 6 is said to not be on old gen.
It is on old gen.
I'm sure it is, though. I'm sure they said.
I'm sure they said it's going to be on old gen.
Let me look up real quick.
It's going to be on PS4. They've announced that it's going to be on PS4. Yeah, Tekken 8 will do it. I think so.
I know it sounds selfish, but I just because in terms of just like I don't want the older consoles to hinder the experience in it.
It's not gonna though, because like obviously if you're paying to get it on the old console, then obviously you're gonna have the graphical downgrade and all that. Like, but at least you'll be able to play the game, innit? I don't think that's a bad thing.
Yeah, but the Street Fighter 6 is gonna be on the older console still. It
is.
It is. I just googled it. Yeah. Yeah.
If they're gonna do it, why can't Tekken do it?
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, guys, I think we had a good conversation. I think we had some good points made and stuff like that. And yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thanks for everyone jumping into the first episode. We're gonna have plenty more. Trust me. Like I said as well, this podcast is not only necessarily gaming related. We'll be talking about all sorts of different stuff. Just a quick shout out to King J as well. Thanks for King J for obviously jumping in. Shout out to Dante for jumping in last minute, giving us some good ideas as well. Yeah, guys, make sure you lot. Anyone new here, make sure you lot follow me on Twitch. I'll be doing these semi-regularly. You know what I'm saying? And, make sure you follow me on my socials. All my socials is Shackle Plays, so you'll find me on there. But, thanks, guys. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'll catch you guys in a bit. Hope you lot all enjoy. And, yeah, man, have a good night. Actually, you know what? Dante, you're still streaming for now, innit?
Yeah, not for longer. Not much longer still.
Okay, nah, cool.
Don't host me.
Yeah,
still,
I was gonna host you, but I won't host you. That's fine. Alright then, guys. I'll catch you lot in a bit, man. Peace out, A-Town down. Make sure you lot follow me and everything as well, like I said. And yeah, bounce Sensei. Okay, I'll host Sensei still.
Look at KFF 15. They're gonna do crossplay 2023, so no excuse for Tekken. Yeah, there's no excuse. He played Kanza in ranked. He brought out Asuka. Kansas said he was going to play me.
Is he back on ranked?
Kansas said he asked me to play, and then I was like, "Yeah, do you want to?" What he's saying? Then he's like, "Oh yeah, give me a day to warm up."
Man, that Kansas back on Tekken. Long day.
He's back, mate.
I need to
find. Gonna be Tekken 8 mobile with Bruce in his outfit from the Tekken 7 mobile. Yeah, I'm sure.
Alright, guys. We're gonna raid Sensei again. Thanks for everyone jumping in for the first podcast, man. I appreciate it. And yeah, guys, I'll catch you lot in a bit. Peace out, A-Town down.